Stream. Welcome to Thursday Gaming. We're playing Batman. Is it Batman Miniatures game or Miniature game?
I kick ass for the Lord!
What do you call
BMG.
it?
It is Batman Miniature game, but a native English speaker would probably say Miniatures game.
Yeah. You could say the Batman Miniature game.
Yeah.
That works.
Yep.
Okay. Name aside, we're playing BMG. I have Stefan here, who, as far as I'm concerned, is the global authority outside of Night Models on how to play and run this game.
Stop it, you flatter me.
Is that
Flattery
true?
will get
You
you
see,
everywhere.
you got all the stuff, you got all the hookups. When I reached out to you about playing this game, you put so many things in motion. Night Model was like, they were like sending me like models and stuff. They made like a cool little shout out on their Facebook page. Are you like on the payroll or something?
No, I'm just a big fat nerd that loves Batman, honestly. And I've played this game for about 10 years now, ever since it came out, and it's just my favorite game. I've met so many great people through it, and I just want to spread the love where I can, and
Okay.
it'd be fun to come play this and show people a demo, and I'm proud of how this table has turned out and how the miniatures that we're using have turned out, so.
Yeah, so
Rufus Kit makes a good point. You can't call it BMG because that's a big Miniac game.
big Miniac game, absolutely.
That's fair.
Flawless Smith, thanks for the sub. We appreciate it. I saw everyone, by the way, talking about historical games in the chat before the stream. Y'all need to relax, okay? We don't play historical games here. It's only fantasy and sci-fi, okay? We're not 50 yet, okay? We're still in the ripe age of 30.
I'm still young, damn it.
So yeah, we're playing this game today. The whole game is painted, the terrain, everything, courtesy of Stefan. I am playing the Freeze crew. You are playing the Batman crew, right?
Yeah.
So, viewer, thanks for picking up the hoodie. We appreciate it. Stefan, run us through the scope of the game. What's the purpose? What are we striving for here?
Right. So first off, credit where credit is due. This amazing Mr. Freeze crew that you're playing over there, I did not paint. One of my best friends, Adam, painted it for me, and he did an outstanding job with a lot of fluorescent colors and stuff. So just wanted to give him a shout out. He's a very good friend, very good painter. So yeah. So today I set up a Mr. Freeze crew led by Mr. Freeze himself. There's different options. And I kind of feel like you can't play the Freeze crew without his two trusty polar bears, so they're on the field too, along with a couple of his thugs, his henchmen. On this side of the board, I went a little less traditional. I have Batman and Robin, only because I just painted them, just finished them.
Hold on, is playing as Batman and Robin less traditional?
So here's where it gets a little wacky.
Okay.
I don't know if this is, I don't read many comics, but I did bring Vigilante and the Peacemaker as well, who are known for dismembering and murdering people with chainsaws and machetes and whatever, but
That's what Batman does. What are you talking
Theme
about?
is not in the front seat here.
Batman's huge on murder.
Yeah,
From what I know.
Yeah, the Ben Affleck one kind of definitely murdered a couple people, but
Yeah, definitely.
what's a few dead bodies between friends? So, yeah, so I already just kind of got us started setting up. We put out some different tokens that we'll use for the game, the lamps and sewers, that we'll get to in a bit. And so the object of the game is to score more of your objective deck cards. We have 20 each. Each is themed to the crew that you play, so each crew has a very, very different play style.
Okay.
Mr. Freeze is all about board control, freezing Gotham, and sort of locking down his opponents. Batman is all about the detective and the police and the hero angle of solving crimes and arresting fools.
Because a very interesting mechanic of this game that you introduced to when I was kind of watching one of your demo games was that people can go to jail in this game, which is like you're removing them from the board, and that's like such a cool way to have Batman in a game and have him like neutralize a unit without actually killing him, so staying kind of in the lore of the world.
Right, yeah, so that's a really nifty aspect of this game that we'll get to once we start hitting each other is the two damage tracks that each model has. Blood damage representing injuries from bladed weapons, guns, and stuff like that. And stun damage representing more blunt objects like fists and hammers and stuff like that. And you can get knocked out and still potentially come back later on, but if you are dead, you're just off the board for the most part.
Yeah. Let's take a brief moment to thank Magic Minis for giving us 100 bits and for subbing. We appreciate it. Also, Max Stash Marshall, big Miniac game energy. Thanks to the sub. When am I playing Flames of War? Afterthought, you already got me to play Kill Team, okay? Everyone gets one game they get to harp on. You picked your one, okay? Now you don't get Flames of War now, okay?
Yeah, that's just being greedy.
Yeah.
It is one per calendar year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Everyone gets one game per calendar year. All right, cool. So we're fighting for objective points, which come from our cards over here. These cards are unique in that they can be used for resources, but also for scoring VPs. And actually, the cool part about when you use it as a resource, when I first heard about that mechanic instead of a VP, or scoring a VP, I thought like, oh, it's kind of a waste, but it actually gets recycled back into your deck, so you can reuse it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so once you play those resources, they're out of the game for this round, and you know for sure you're not going to score that card, but it's going to come back into your deck and get shuffled back in later on. So it will be available to you most likely later on. But that's always the sort of the resource or risk management that you have to manage. This game is a lot about resource management. Actions are hard to come by, and really that's when you start to get good, is when you figure out like when is it worth blowing my whole like suite of actions on my leader, when do I spread it out a little bit between my thugs and so on.
Okay, so what does the anatomy of a turn look like? I know it's an all-standing activation game, which we love those. So I do a dude, you do a dude, but what do you do in an activation?
Yeah, so there's four phases to the game. There's the initiative phase called Take the Lead. And then we have our resource management phase, Raise the Plan, where we'll allocate action points, essentially. And then there's the action phase, where we each activate one model at a time. When a model activates, each model gets one action, which can be a movement action, a tactical action, or a special action.
Okay.
If you choose to make a tactical action, you can either do an attack action or a manipulate action, which is what's going to place your suspect markers. Whoops, run away. So these are little 24 millimeter markers. This happens to be a sculpted version, but you get tons of cardboard ones in the starter sets. Yeah. And this is how you unlock the power of your objective deck. They, on their own, they don't do anything. They're just markers that are out there, and they are sort of, they are going to do things for you in your objective deck. So Batman, for example, is a lot about solving clues and uncovering crimes and so on. So his objectives will sort of represent sort of a crime scene or like a chalk outline of a body or whatever that has to be investigated. And so those are your three actions: the movement, the tactical, or the special action.
Okay, let me ask a quick question. So you mentioned that as part of the tactical action, you can do a manipulate. And by the way, he has these amazing themed suspect tokens for the freeze crew that have snowflakes and they're clear frosted acrylic. That's so cool. So the manipulate action, is that putting down a suspect token? Okay, all right.
So what a manipulate action does for you is either it places a suspect marker in base contact with you, with your model that performs the manipulate action.
Okay.
Or it reveals an enemy suspect marker in base contact. Okay. So that's your way of getting rid of my suspect, is by moving up to them and manipulating them. Okay. So at that point, if you only get one action, you have to decide, well, am I going to work towards my own deck? Am I going to work against my opponent's deck? Or will I attempt to attack him and try to get rid of his models to prevent him from doing his own deck later?
Okay, and how much do you think the game revolves around suspect tokens? Are they like a major part of the strategy of your game, or is it like kind of more like 25% of your strategy?
That's hard to answer, because someone like the Riddler is almost exclusively about it. It's about mind games and messing with your opponent's head. Okay. And he wants to put them out around the board, and he wants you to try to guess which ones you need to reveal.
Okay, so it's like a thing that modulates between each crew. Okay.
If you play the Suicide Squad, they don't really do suspects very much. They're just about killing people left, right, and center, and they get points off of that. Okay. So it really depends. Okay. Each crew has sort of a different level or percentage of interest in suspect markers.
Okay, cool.
Kappa Wookie, thanks for the sub. Tier 1, 25 months.
Damn, Kappa Wookie.
That's pretty good.
Yes, we have Stefan here with us today. We're doing a little gamble right now, a little bet to see who's going to win this game. As a reminder, he is the pro, guys. Okay? I don't know why you're voting for me. I think you do it to tilt me, and it's working.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get here. Yes, Batman, Robin, Peacekeeper, and Vigilante. No chainsaw for Vigilante, though, which I'm disappointed about, but he does have cool nunchucks and a pistol. Take what you can get.
Garrett said, I'd sub, but I wouldn't be able to afford Warhammer models. I mean, $5. I don't care if you sub or not, but $5 is the tiniest fraction of what Warhammer models cost nowadays.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't
Also,
believe you, Garrett.
If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free.
Oh.
1 free sub a month to a streamer that you kind of enjoy.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Marginally. You don't want to give it to the one you enjoy the most, right? Like, they deserve your real dollars. I want your Bezos bucks. Those aren't worth anything. What up, Zambies? Hey, now, you can buy one Warhammer grab box model for $8. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, guilting my viewers aside, so you mentioned that each character can do one action, but there is a functionality in the game that allows some characters in your crew to do each of those actions. And what is that called?
That is the Audacity markers.
Okay.
That are these round tokens I already put out on a couple of the models just to get us started. Each crew gets 4 of those, no matter if you have 5 models or 12 models in your crew. And that allows you to, instead of picking between movement, tactical, or special, you get 1 of each.
Okay.
You will still have to pick with your tactical action between attack or manipulate.
Okay.
So there's still a little bit of that resource management. You don't get your cake and eat it.
Okay. You almost
Largely.
do.
Yeah, almost.
It's close. So I think I didn't ask, what is a special action?
So a special action isn't a thing that just exists. Each model has potentially access to special actions. So for Batman, so they're on the card, they're marked with a little bat symbol.
Yes.
So Batman has, say, his grapple gun that allows him to move faster if he uses a special action first. You have Peacemaker's rapid fire, where he gets to shoot more bullets. Cops can arrest knocked out models for their special action.
Okay.
Your guys will largely have the cryo grenade special action. Will treat all of your models as having that. Because one thing I left out of this game, just for simplicity, is equipment. Each model can purchase equipment, which we don't really need for today. So what you would have done is purchased cryo grenades, which is a really key functionality in your crew. But Mr. Freeze, for example, has a couple. He has the cryo grenade special trait, and he has the ice flash special trait, which he can use to attempt to lock someone down in a cube of ice.
No, I'm not. Oh wait, I'm not even looking at the right card. I'm not seeing this on my card, Stefan. No, okay. All right, cool. Good to know. I love how on each of these cards, like the special rules are described on the back of the card. That's like a super helpful feature.
Yeah, I like that too.
The last thing we'll do before we get started is we'll have Evan throw up one of the character cards. How about what's the simple one to look at?
Let's do GCPD Officer 2.
GCPD, Gotham City Police Department Officer 2. And we'll just look at the anatomy of a card and what all the stats mean and represent in like maybe like a 2-minute segment, so that when we show a card later in the stream, you have some idea what we're talking about.
So this is a pretty basic henchman. That is the model's rank. That little beanie and the...
Of course, you choose one with a ton of black on it. You know what? Actually, I want to call out a couple of subs who we had come in.
Oh,
sure.
Magic Minis gifted a sub to Jared. Garrett? Whatever.
Oh, Garrett, now you're in, bud.
4 After Ever resubscribed with Prime. Here's my Bezos bucks. And Don Mack resubscribing 7 months in a row. Pretty good.
Thank you for the subs, guys. Really appreciate those subs. As thought, any chance of you adjusting the second week of AOS to be Don't Look Back for Halloween week? We thought about doing a Halloween-themed game, and maybe we could. We have to ask Curtis if that's his week. It's his game that he needs to play for the Escalation Age of Sigmar League that we're in. He could play it on a different day if he wanted to, but I mean, we got Don Haney. He could run a sick game of Don't Look Back.
See, my secret desire is to get together like on the weekend and have a bunch of people here for a big game of Don't Look Back, not just a regular stream, but
also an additional stream.
Yeah, a bonus stream. But I don't know if we can make that happen. Weekends are tough for everybody.
They are, yes.
So.
We love
Tattoo
the idea.
Tabletop.
Woo!
5 subs.
5 subs. Thank you, Tattoo Tabletop. Tattoo Tabletop. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. Okay, anatomy of a card. Sorry, we interrupted you.
Oh, right. Yeah, so a card is pretty basic. We're looking at the stats on the right. Willpower and endurance are sort of your health. Stun damage will track against your willpower, and blood damage against your endurance.
Okay.
The higher the stat, the more capacity for suffering damage.
Okay.
The POW symbol there, straight out of a comic book, is your attack stat.
How many dice you roll when,
exactly.
when swinging.
How many dice you roll when swinging at someone in close combat, but also the number that they need to meet or beat in order to block those attacks coming your way. The shield is your defense stat. What is the target number that the opponent needs to hit in order to strike you? And also how many dice you will get to roll in order to defend.
Okay.
Bottom left is your strength. That comes into play on melee attacks only. Bottom center is movement in inches. And bottom right is your special stat, which comes into play when you're performing certain roles, like if you're trying to resist being hypnotized or what have you.
Okay.
So really not an important stat, but it just comes into those really flavorful, themey rules there.
Perfect. Okay.
And then the yellow box in the middle is all your traits. Normal henchmen have maybe 2 to 5, and the really big named expensive characters like Bane and Batman can have up to 10 or 12. Which seems a little bit like quite a lot, but once you play a couple games, you kind of get a feel for what each model does, and it's very thematic, and there's a strong feel for each type of model, and you kind of know what those stats do or traits do after a while.
Okay.
Pretty quickly.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. So now you guys hopefully have some more context when we start revealing cards as they are used in the game. Good vibes tonight, indeed, Garrett. Only because you're here, buddy. Cards need Biff and Sako symbols too.
Not sure what that means, but
I think Biff is a reference to
The old Batman show. Pow, whack,
the
onomatopoeias.
60s Adam West stuff.
I thought it was a reference to the time travel movie.
Back to the
Back to
Future?
the Future, yeah, Biff.
Yeah, they need Back to the Future on the card.
Yeah, I was just like, Mike G, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, as a Thoth knows what's up.
I hope I don't cost you subs now, but I have a hot take that I have to get it out now.
Okay, get it out. Get it out now.
Adam West is the worst Batman. I said it, I meant it, and
Whoa!
Stream's over, boys.
We're murdering Stefan now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the hell Adam West is. Is he the old one?
yes, from the 60s, the Godfather.
Can't Batman. Or OG Can't Batman.
I've never watched any of those ones.
Yeah, see, it's
Don't-
great,
don't
but
do
it's
it.
not
It's-
taking
it's-
the material
it's
all that
terrible.
seriously.
Yep. It's terrible, so don't watch it.
Okay, fair.
wrong.
Fair. Oh
Ben-
my God.
Ben Affleck is the best Batman, in my opinion. And that's another
Really?
half of your subs
What
are
did you
going
just say
now.
to me?
You said Ben Affleck, not Christian Bale.
We're gonna take this. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale
Yeah,
is
I'm
obviously the
seriously
best.
stopping the stream. We're gonna have a fight.
Well, yeah, you
Don Mack is right.
lost
Kevin
me.
Conroy is the best Batman.
You lost me at the thought, Stepin. So
Well-
you're gonna owe me a couple bucks a month here. All right, cool.
Total
Do you
Sons
think
of Plenty.
that was enough explanation to like start a
think
game,
so, yeah.
chucking some dice?
Yeah, so we've already gone through phase 1 of round 1 of 4 rounds.
Okay.
Phase 1 is rolling off for initiative, and I'm just going to take initiative just to get us started so we can see a sample activation.
Fantastic. I'm happy with that.
Phase 2 would be allocating your audacity counters. With initiative, I would allocate my 4, and then you would allocate your 4.
That's actually a really cool mechanic of the game, is that you're not stuck with any 1/4. Every turn you can give the audacity tokens to someone else if it's more advantageous. So
Right.
as a reminder, that token, which you can see right here, allows someone to do one of each action in the game: tactical, special,
And movement.
You got there.
Yeah,
I mean, I did. I was 2 for 3. Okay, cool.
I'm proud of you.
Let's go.
So that was phase 2, and then phase 3 will be the action phase. But somewhere in there, we drew 4 cards each.
Okay.
Out of our deck, which is our hand. It's always 4 cards.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, God.
Should we look at one of these cards on
That
the
might
screen?
be a good idea.
Yeah, let's pull up a freeze is coming, and just so we can take a look at objective cards, see what they look like.
You have to yell it with a Belgian accent, like or
Freeze is coming.
whatever.
Oh, okay,
40
okay, yeah.
years from. Yes, thank you.
Austrian, yeah.
Austria. It's, all European countries are the same.
Okay.
Source. I'm European.
He's European, yeah.
I'm allowed to say it.
I didn't say it. He said it.
So yeah, okay, there we have it. So that's an objective for Mr. Freeze. Top left, the yellow 3 is the number of victory points you will score from completing this objective.
Okay.
The little number next to it, the other 3, is the number of copies of this card you must take if you want a freeze is coming in your 20-card deck.
Okay.
So you're locked into 3 of that. So now you're starting to shape the direction you're going to play in.
Okay.
The center yellow box is the text that you need to read in order to understand your objective. The italic text is sort of the trigger. And so this specifically is when you place a friendly suspect marker, you roll it a d3 and add 1. And you place a numeric counter, I just use a die, on top of that objective, or that suspect marker. And reduce the number counter by 1 at the end of each subsequent activation. When that counter hits 0, so that's a countdown objective, you score this card.
Oh. So you could manipulate that suspect before that score.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because if that goes away before the counter hits 0, then you just don't score that. So that's when it really becomes important. Do I try to go for your models? Do I go for my objectives? Or do I go for your objectives?
Okay.
What's more important to me in a given?
So remind
moment,
me, the Roman numeral means at what phase of the game you can use it. That's
1,
the
2,
action
3, or 4.
phase.
Yeah, exactly.
The diamond symbol means
that the scoring condition is not a timer. So like it's on usually a timer. Like there's a special condition to it, and that means it gets put out in play.
This one happens when a thing happens, though.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what that's.
So
and
you have a trigger, which is place a friendly suspect marker. You place it out next to your deck and face up, so that's in play.
So would it be a good play to like put it back here behind a building and just like forget about it?
It would, except you can't place a suspect marker inside or within 2 inches of your deployment zone.
Okay,
So
but
there's
try to make it
little
hard to
ways.
reach, though.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you're using it to bait me out to try to set up some lines of fire with all your freeze guns over there. But yeah, so that's, and then the bottom part is a resource that you can use during your activations and my activations to get certain bonuses.
Right. So yeah, cards can be used in 2 ways. That yellow text at the top was the objective way, and the white text at the bottom was the resource way. Someone asked if on that card, if that was a specific character.
No, just nice art.
I'm gonna shuffle again. This female isn't a certain person?
I think that might
Nora?
be Nora Freeze, his wife.
Okay.
Might be, I don't know. I'm not a huge comic book guy, so I don't always know who's who.
So you said you were a huge Batman guy. How are you a huge Batman guy if not into comics?
I've just played the Arkham video games like eight times each and watched the movies. That's pretty much it. And
I mean, there are a lot of movies, to be fair.
there are. Not all of them are good, like Adam West and like that. But
All right.
inflammatory comments, yeah. So yeah, we are pretty much ready to go.
Lead us
So-
off. Let's see what the first activation is.
All right. So we will backtrack a little bit because before we went through rolling initiative and so on, we will have drawn our first hand of cards, which is always 4.
Okay.
Anytime you have less than 4 cards, you draw back up.
Okay.
Anytime you have more, if you're somehow allowed to draw more cards, you discard back down to 4.
Okay.
So I have initiative, so in phases 1 and 2, I would get to play a card first,
Okay.
if I want to. Do you have any phase 1 cards over there? I don't think your deck has any off the top of my head.
3, 3, 3, 2. Nope. Okay. At least not my hand.
So we'll go to phase 2, and we would assign our audacity counters, our action counters, and I will play a objective called Unveiling the Truth. I'll draw right back up. And so the card Unveiling the Truth, is it on the screen?
We'll see.
Unveiling the truth.
Unveiling the
Yeah.
truth. You can just read it to me and then he'll catch up.
So I have one more in my hand here. So target a friendly model that has the detective trait or the free agent or sidekick rank. When that model reveals a suspect, place 2 markers on this card. When this card has more markers on it than enemy suspect markers in play, you score this card. So that is a very typical Batman card of needing to get out there and reveal suspect markers.
Okay.
So I have to nominate a model for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Batman because why not? That seems thematic to do.
Okay.
So I drew back up to 4 cards. Do you have any phase 2, did you say?
I
think you have
do.
one?
I have one called Searching for Nora.
That's a good one.
Okay, I have to target 2 scenery elements. What's a scenery element in this case?
Anything that's a piece of terrain.
Okay, so anything, okay. Then the opponent's targets another. Immediately place a Nora research event marker within 2 inches of each one. Model may manipulate a Nora research to move it 4 inches. So that using the manipulate action. Okay, nice. Remove a Nora research when it becomes in contact with a friendly boss.
Which is Mr. Freeze.
Okay. When all 3 markers are removed, score this card. How long can a card be an active objective?
Until it is scored or until it's impossible to score.
So, yeah, why wouldn't I do this?
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to play this now. Searching for Nora.
And these acrylic tokens by Big Thumb Toe Gaming, my friend Chris out in Vegas. That's exactly the one.
Okay.
Because that token is cut to look like the snow globe that he has a miniature statue or freeze in. So you choose 2 pieces of terrain, and I'll choose another one, and then we place one near that piece of terrain each. And you then have to go investigate, because he, typically in games and comic books, Mr. Freeze's cryogenically frozen wife has been like kidnapped or whatever, and hidden away to force him to research or do stuff. So he's trying to find her. He has some leads on her. He doesn't know where he is, but he's got some leads.
It's the carrot on the end of the stick to get.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
That's usually how he's motivated to do stuff.
So can I just pick like this van and like this hot dog stand behind this building over here? And why wouldn't I do that?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. And then I could pick this guy, for example.
And like, what are the odds I'm ever going to get over there and actually score this?
So those are pretty good. The odds are pretty good because
okay.
if you read the resource on that one, that is a resource that cannot be played normally, but it can be played once per round when that card is in play, so Mr. Freeze can take an extra movement action. Really big because he's kind of slow at only 8 inches per turn, which is standard, but not very fast. Now, you'll also see that there's 4 sewer markers out on the board, that each player will bring 2 sewers and 2 lamps.
Yes.
Got here,
oh, yes.
here, there, and here. So a model that's in contact with a sewer marker can take a manipulate action and be removed from that sewer and placed in contact with any other sewer.
Okay, so you're traveling through the subterranean layer of Gotham City. Excellent.
Yep. In the old days, you used to be removed from the board and spent a whole turn out, and then you came back a turn later. It was I like this 3rd edition much more because you're just playing 4 rounds, not 6. Everything is just a little bit faster. So yeah, I would try to place the one that I get to choose to place far away, but you also don't really need to be able to reveal it by any certain point.
I only have 3. Should you have 2 as well?
2 for you and 1 for me.
1 for you. Okay, cool.
So.
Okay, cool.
So I am going to place it by the Batmobile, right here.
All right. Cool. All right, that was phase 2 of turn 1. We've played our objective cards that are supposed to be used in that phase. I played 1, you played 1, we both dropped to 4. Excellent.
A note also on objective cards is you can play 1 objective and 1 resource per activation. And in each phase, you can only play a card once. So I have another Unveiling the Truth in my hand right now, but I can't play it because I already played 1.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I'll need to work. So then I need to choose, do I keep it for next round or do I try to cycle it and use the resource there to get different cards in my hand? So that's phase 2. Go to phase 3.
Someone said clues at a hot dog stand. Joker has Freeze's wife. People are still arguing about who the best Batman is.
I already told them. It's Ben Affleck.
This is quite a fiery topic.
Oh my God.
All right. So I allocated a Audacity to my 4 characters. I have Batman, Robin, Peacemaker, and Vigilante. Don't think too much about the theme there.
Okay.
And then I've got 3 different cops from the recent The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson from the new starter set. And I did not give them Audacity, so they get to choose 1 action. Now, any henchman that starts within 8 inches of your boss, which is all of your models are henchmen except for Freeze, who's your boss. And I did deploy them so that they all start within 8. When a henchman model activates within 8 inches of a boss, they are inspired, which means they get a free manipulate action.
Oh.
So that is the game's way of trying to get you to play a little bit of that street level henchman going on.
Okay.
So that you typically have 4 to 10 models normally, and you want some henchmen because they help you really achieve your objectives.
Does that work through buildings?
Yeah. Okay. Just a straight up 8 inches.
Not line of sight.
So I will just, I don't know. I deployed, and that's about as far as I got in my tactical thinking.
Your strategy, yeah.
I am going to start with Officer Martinez from the Batman movie. I love that sculpt so much. He's right here, and he has 1 action, plus he's within 8 inches of Batman, so he has a free manipulate as well.
Okay.
What he's going to do is he's going to take an 8-inch move action. He's just going to go straight ahead. Right there.
Okay.
And he will use his free manipulate action to place a suspect marker in contact with himself.
Okay.
Well, actually within 3 inches because he has the detective trait.
Normally it's within contact of your base. Okay.
And he will play a objective called the Snitch. which means when I place a suspect marker, it can be designated a snitch marker, which I'm going to do.
Okay.
And it's still a suspect marker, and if there's no enemy models within 4 inches of this at the end of the round, then it scores.
Okay.
So there's a snitch out there that's snitching on your crew, and if they are spooked by your guys being within 4 inches, this just doesn't score.
Okay.
I assume the snitch card is what you're talking about?
Yes.
There it is.
The snitch guide.
So I have the little hat there.
Okay, and like I could realistically get there.
I'll place it over here.
Fortunately, because of searching for Nora.
Yeah.
But
Good
the question is it a great idea to put Freeze out in the open right away? Maybe you're baiting me.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't need to think this
Putting
hard about
it
a game.
right
I have no
here.
idea how to play, but
I mean,
that's okay.
neither do I really.
So these guys have a free manipulate action. Do I need to expend a manipulate action to search this token?
You just have, yes, to move that token, if you're talking about the Nora token, that costs a manipulate action, yes.
Okay, but like what allows me to get rid of the token though?
When it touches your boss. Either you manipulate it and shoot it into him, or he goes over and touches it.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'll just start doing things. This guy with the big gun over here, who I believe is, oh, maybe I shouldn't use him because he already has all of that good stuff. Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically a good idea to start with your sort of obvious moves like the henchman without audacity. They're gonna probably go up and place suspect markers if you have something in your hand that requires that. You're welcome to play with open hands as well. We can do that. I think I will drop back up to 4.
I do have something. I have an objective called Chill Out, where the thing is reveal an enemy frozen suspect.
Right.
But that involves me interacting with your suspects and freezing them. Now, it's probably obvious, but what is the easiest way to freeze somebody?
You can freeze suspect markers in 2 ways.
Okay.
One is using your weapons. They have a trait called cryo weapon.
Okay.
Anytime they score a hit on an enemy model, they cause an additional hit on a nearby enemy model, and you can pick a suspect marker within 2 inches of the model to be frozen.
Okay.
Frozen on its own doesn't really do anything except it helps you trigger your conditions, but also to reveal a frozen suspect marker, which is what I really want to do with my deck, reveal suspects. It costs an additional action of my choice. So a model with a movement action and nothing else that's inspired by the boss for a free manipulate action. They can't just move up and reveal that suspect. That has to take 2 actions.
Okay.
So it's going to be resource intensive for me to try to do that.
If the cop is frozen.
If he is frozen, then
No,
that's
okay.
bad.
So, all right, let me just ask this straight up then. How do I reveal an enemy frozen suspect? What is the chain of actions?
So you have to find one of my suspects after I've placed it.
Okay, so like
and-
the one in the middle, for instance.
for example.
Okay.
And then you have to either shoot someone who is within 2 inches of it to cause that splash damage from your freeze rays, from your beams of ice, or you have to throw a cryo grenade. And that's a trait that your models will have in a normal game when we play the full equipment and everything.
Gotcha.
That is a special action, and you place the explosive template fully within 8 inches of you. Any models under it that don't have your keyword called acclamation will suffer the slow effect, and any suspect will become frozen.
Okay.
So-
and at the moment, no one has a crowd grenade, or only Mr. Freeze does?
Mr. Freeze and all your henchmen have it.
Oh!
We'll just do that to make it simple. Normally you have a list of different pieces of equipment to choose from, ammunition, cryo grenades, and so on. Let's just
Right.
make it simple so that you kind of get a feel for freezing stuff.
Okay, perfect. So would you say it's a good idea to walk up with one of my people who are not inspired? What's
Yes,
the word?
inspired, yeah.
And then huck a grenade over this van, try to freeze that suspect, and reveal this this objective card?
So you have to get into base contact with it, which is going to be a little bit hard since your models move 8 to 10 inches.
To throw a grenade, I have to be on top of
Within
it?
8 inches of it.
Oh, within, oh,
But
so,
in
okay.
order to reveal it, you have to just get into contact with it, right?
Gotcha. So
That's
it's-
probably not going to happen right now, so I wouldn't worry too much. I would just say get your combat bear up there, maybe your polar bear in cryo armor with its claws out.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. So I have 2 kinds of combat bears. I have a ranged polar bear and I have 2 kinds of polar bears. I have 1 ranged polar bear and 1 combat polar bear, and he has a move of 10 inches. So I will move on up here. I guess toward this center objective. necessarily where it is best to go. I think it's best to kind of like stay a little bit closer to my side of the board and not so much toward your side. I'll try to sneak there, not block my own model's path, something like that. He was not within 8 inches of Mr. Freeze, so that is his one action, and he is done.
Placing it near the lamppost there, I just want to highlight the lamppost mechanic, which I really like.
Yeah.
So since it's Gotham, it's dark, it's gloomy, it's foggy or whatever, polluted, so you can only see 12 inches in front of you, except if the target is within 4 inches of a lamppost. So 4 inches around these 4 lampposts are illuminated.
Okay.
So I like that mechanic a lot. So players get to, kind of like placing terrain in A Song of Ice and Fire, you get to kind of influence the board a little bit each.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of a fun way because it doesn't like necessarily block what you're doing, but it's like it's another consideration to have.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting question. Do any of the ranged weapons have a range indicator on them, or like?
Yeah. So range is a trait. It's either short range, medium range, or no range.
Okay.
And no range is infinite. So that's like sniper rifles and stuff tend to have infinite range. But again, if you can only see 12 inches, doesn't matter how far your reach is.
So are you recommending that I end outside of 4 inches of a lamppost? Is that what you're saying?
Normally, but I don't really have any big impressive rifles or anything like that. Peacemaker has a really good gun, but it's short range. All of my stuff is short range, I think. So short range is 8 inches.
Okay.
Medium range is 16, which you have a bunch of. And then long range is infinite.
Okay.
So
Not a big
specifically
deal.
in this, don't worry about it. But if you're against Joker or Bane, they have a lot of more like big guns. So.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good to know. All right.
So that's
my
your
go?
activation. So let's say, let's do Robin.
Lumix Beast says he just noticed that he has the same map. Yeah, this is a Mats by Mars mat. I have one for MCP over there in that storage locker.
I love Mets by Mars.
You
know,
picked up
we'll
a
do.
Duchess too.
What was that?
Someone.
Oh,
Viewer
thank
picked
you,
up the
viewer.
Duchess.
Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys buy anything off of the web store, we'll get a notification on the stream. We appreciate it.
Kind of them.
And someday those custom notifications where you can actually put in a statement with it will work, but today's not that day.
No. I mean, they actually did make that change. Like, the fields are there, but they're just not working for whatever reason. Ooh, playing DC Crisis Protocol. Ben Fett, I will say this game has been around a lot longer than Marvel
About
Crisis
10
Protocol.
years, yeah.
Credit where credit's due.
All right, I'm just gonna activate a regular cop. I have no cards in my hand really that I can score right now. Typically, you will then want to consider, well, can you play some resources to try to cycle your hand a little bit?
Right.
So right now, I think my GCPD cop number 2 there. So just gonna take a move action. Go over here. So you can't place a friendly suspect marker within 4 inches of another friendly suspect marker.
Okay.
So I got, this is 4 inches. So if I place a suspect marker over here, that's legal, but over here would be within 4 inches. So she's just going to place a suspect marker. Oh, that's base contact approximately. I will then play a resource off of Unveiling the Truth.
Okay.
It cost me 1, so I'll put it in the spent resources pile. This pile will come back to us later.
And how many resource, how much
You get
do you have?
3 resource points.
Okay, per turn, do they refresh?
Per turn, yep.
Okay, excellent.
So I'm spending 1 of the 3, and the resource says, remove a friendly suspect within 8 inches and line of sight of the active friendly model. There we go, oops. And I gain a free manipulate action. Feels bad, man, spending it on this, but I'm just gonna place another suspect marker, remove it, and then just place it right back down.
And what does that get you?
Nothing other than I played this card and I draw a new card.
Oh, okay, so you're
And
just
that's
doing it to cycle
important.
your hand.
That's important because my hand is complete shit.
Okay, okay.
It sucks being able to play only 1 of this card per round and then starting with 3 of it in your hand.
3 of it.
2, and then I drew in as soon as I played the first one. So, thank you. Well, I shuffled the cards, so it's my fault. So that is 1 resource played, and that's her activation done.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. I actually have one that I could have played earlier. It didn't make a difference, but I could play it now, I believe, called Kingdom of Ice. Played Play this card at the start of an activation. When a model suffers the freeze effect or damage from a weapon with the cold trait, place 1 wound marker on this card. When it has at least 5, score this card. So obviously put that out now.
Yep, definitely.
Very nice. Drop to 4. What do we got?
Called what?
Kingdom
of
Ice. Okay, I don't need to read that now. All right, cool. So, should I start babysitting these tokens and like getting them to start moving toward him, or is that something I don't need to worry about? I feel like if I move past them, going back to them kind of stinks.
It might be hard going back to them. Yeah. So if you, I would say just get going on that. Why not?
Yeah. In hindsight, maybe I should have put them in a location that was like maybe a little bit ahead of where I was going to be, so I could move into it, make them move toward him. But you know,
I mean, you can just do that. Just we are doing a learning game, right? But you still have to get way back here to this one. So getting 2 out of 3 is not going to cut it. So
that's true. Well, if you're okay with that,
yeah, absolutely.
I'll move them a little bit differently. I'll move them like maybe like right there. So nominating that building as a terrain feature, and then maybe nominating this building as a terrain feature and putting it like right there or something.
Sure.
Okay.
Normally, I like to play that one out. I mean, it's fortunate getting it round 1, but I like trying to score it in the end of round 4 to get those free movement actions every turn. That's been really game-changing.
So it's like you're intentionally not scoring it, so you get those. Okay, cool.
I tend to not ever actually score it because I kind of get wrapped up in the action and kind of forget about it. But really taking advantage of those extra movement actions has been really good with freeze.
Yeah.
He's a Chad when he gets going with his big freeze gun.
Okay, I think I have over here with some lovely glacial effect on the gun. I have Freeze Thug number 2. She is within 8 inches of Mr. Freeze, so she gets a free manipulate action. So I'm thinking I move up and I manipulate that Nora token.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Place it within 4 inches, I believe.
Yes. She has a movement of 8, like the majority of my crew, other than the polar bears. Do people normally use gauges when playing this game?
Gauges?
Measurement gauges, like the tool that you have right there.
Oh, yeah.
A piece of acrylic that's a specific distance.
I feel like now I'm just a big thumb toe gaming shill, but this is by him as well. And it's 8 inches, 4 inches, 2 inches, and 1 inch for that exact reason.
Right, yeah.
And it's modeled to look like the remote hacking device from the Arkham video games. I know you said you didn't play them, but I just think it's super cool. And I painted it with masking and stuff on it. So.
Are you showing someone else's product in my stream? What is going on? I'm just kidding.
I have no shame.
Tattoo Tabletop gifting 10 subs.
God damn, Tattoo Tabletop, relax, brother. We appreciate it, man.
You know what this stream actually needs?
What?
More subs.
Dude, I mean, I'll take them. Thank you so much, Tattooed Tabletop, for the excellent support. 15 subs already. Awesome.
Eternix, there is a Nightwing model. They've made 4 or 5 throughout history. Their new one is really cool. He's hanging off of a rusted rebar or something like that. I like that one a lot.
So I walked up. I interacted with the token. Normally I'd only be able to do 1 action. I was able to do 2 because I was within 8 inches of my boss. Move that Nora research token closer to Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
And that was it.
All right.
You. This alternating activation, or just
love alternating.
We get to play. It's so much fun.
What's the smart man gonna do, and what am I gonna do? Because I don't know that I deployed super smart now, because I'm kind of funneling myself into the face of that big old polar bear, and
he's gonna maul you, dude.
I think so.
Today we are drinking Head Flyer. Shout out to any Minnesotan beer drinkers out there. Stefan brought this. It's lovely, fruity. What?
Kolsch, I think.
Kolsch. Yes, you're right. Wow, it even lists the kind of hops it uses. That's amazing.
I don't know much about that. I just drink it.
Danimal says, I'll alternate Stefan's activation. Dan, what does that mean? Actually, don't answer that. You can text me later.
Oh, that's Dan. Oh.
Yeah, Danimals. Isn't that a great name? Danimals, dude?
That's him.
I love that name.
Is he hitting on me?
Yeah, he is.
I'm flattered.
He is.
Happily married, but...
He wants the D.
I mean, if I had to pick one person to get a hell pass for, I think I would pick Dan.
Anyone in the world you pick Dan?
Dan or Ben Affleck. I think I would pick Dan.
Hang on. Scott, are you saying you wouldn't pick Dan?
Yeah, I'd pick like Kate Beckinsale or like Emma Watson. I wouldn't pick Dan Mawson.
Dan's Dan's the third choice. Got
Okay,
it.
yeah. He's third on that list.
Top three still good, I think. For him. All right, let's go with the Vigilante.
Dan Affleck.
Dan Affleck. I want to see like a Photoshop merger of those two. Dan is my third hall pass. I'm judging Scott so hard right now. Okay.
We'll do Vigilante.
All right, Dan, you're my number one.
Let's go 4 inches up to here.
I'm not sure if you guys can see it super easily, but we have these wonderful like ice cream trucks over here, a hot dog stand, Randy's Donuts over there. So many wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the wide shot again so you can really see that terrain in all its height and splendor.
Except for that total shill of a giant ass logo covering it all.
I could get rid of the logo for a minute.
You could.
Put Dan's face up there.
Scott would pick people he's never going to meet. Scott would pick someone in his area that he can actually make it work with. Who's smarter? Yeah, okay. Let me know when you have sex with Dan Mawson. All right. Very smart. Yeah, okay. All right. What did you do?
So Vigilante, I did give him an Audacity marker.
Okay.
He moves just up there, and he's going to place a suspect marker. No real reason yet, but I just want to get some out there that I can use for later.
Is there a limit to the number of suspect tokens you can have out?
8.
Okay.
Which is conveniently the number of suspect tokens that's over on your side of the board.
Excellent. So I'm noticing that you're putting out a lot, and I know you mentioned earlier that that is kind of a mechanic of how your army works, or your crew works. I'm not doing that as much. Should I be concerned?
Or am I just mind-fucking you?
In a demo game, like you're just doing these mind games.
Well,
Well, you think he's gonna hold back? He's
Yeah,
live, he's
Stefan's
live
gonna
right
walk-
now, man.
You're just gonna walk in here and just fucking destroy me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I know that's what you would
Yeah,
do. That's why you're
100%.
running this stream and not playing.
That's right.
yeah. No, I mean,
Captain
if
Insano
you-
shows no mercy.
If you put out all your suspect markers and you have a card that says put out a suspect marker in a certain location, you just can't play that, so you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself.
right.
But there are cards, maybe not in our decks, that have more suspects out or whatever. And I'm only just now more closely reading my cards, and that's have not really been playing towards my one card here, so maybe I should start thinking about that. But,
Okay.
for now, I want to get a few out there, and so Vigilante moves up towards the middle of the board and places a suspect marker behind him. That is his action.
Okay. Can you describe to me what? Oh, this is phase 2. Never mind. I'll ask about that later.
That was Frozen Assets, probably.
Yes, it was.
The only other phase 2 card, I think.
Good guess, or not even a guess. Good knowledge. All right, cool. Do you think that we're going to be shooting each other in this turn?
I am conveniently placing models within range of lampposts so that you can start to shoot if you would like. I would like to say that I'm just a good teacher and did that, but I only just now realized that there's a lamppost right next to Vigilante.
Do you want to change that?
No, that's fine.
I changed something.
fine.
I'll let you change something.
That's fine. We should get into some action too. So if
Okay.
you'd like to shoot, no.
I would love to shoot something.
Your enthusiasm is
Clip
a little
that.
bit worrisome, but let's do it.
I have Freeze Thug number 1, who seems like he's got a big gun.
He does.
It's called a cryo launcher. Now I have objectives in here to reveal an enemy frozen suspect. And so I feel like it makes sense to try to do this because he is near one, and I could freeze that guy and then subsequently reveal him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make that a teaching moment, and let's just pretend that I did that on purpose.
So I have an 8-inch movement. I might not be able to clear this building and see this person.
I think you might be able to.
If that's the case, yeah, I think maybe Mr. Freeze might need to do this because he has.
You can pre-measure anything at any time for any reason.
Fantastic. So I can get about right there.
Oh yeah, that should do it.
Is that how is line of sight working in this game?
So you look from your model's head to any part of my model.
Okay.
And then cover is determined from your model's head to any part of my model and the base.
So you would
cover is
definitely have cover.
Yeah, cover is very generous.
So you don't need to be near the cover. It just needs to be intervening.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be cool. We'll see what shooting looks like, and we'll also see what cover looks like.
Yep. There's line of sight right there.
Okay, so I'm activating Freeze Thug number 1, who has, and I can't remember the name of these things. Audacity, which allows him to do one of each of the actions. So he did his move. He's going to do his tactical action now, which is to shoot.
An attack action, right. So
should I, also as my third action, should I manipulate and put down a suspect token?
you can do that after or before if you'd like.
I don't know if I have any cards that exactly benefit from it yet.
You will want to have frozen suspects out. I know you have at least one that's like there must be 6 models within 4 inches of frozen suspects. So
They don't come out frozen though, right?
no.
Okay.
So that'll have to happen later, but you have plenty of options for doing that yourself.
So yeah, I'll put one down as my other action, and then I'll shoot.
All right.
And so if we're looking at the Freeze Thug #1 card, we'll see that he has a gun called the Cryo Launcher. And as part of its stat line, it does 2 teardrops and 1 star. That refers to 2 blood damage and 1 stun damage.
Exactly.
Cool.
Is it on the screen?
It'll be
Thug
there.
#1.
Freeze Thug #1. Yeah, he'll get
Yep.
there. It has 3 next to a crosshair.
So
What
the
does that mean?
crosshair is the rate of fire. That's the number of dice you'll roll.
Okay, so 3 dice.
And the bullet icon there is your ammunition. I give you 2 ammo tokens, so you remove 1 for trying to shoot. So you can only shoot twice in the game. Twice in the game.
You can reload though?
There are ways to do it via objective cards. I didn't include any of those in either of our lists. I just chose to go pure faction decks.
Okay. So 3, I have 2 times shooters, which is kind of cool. You don't often see ammo as a stat in
Right.
games, so that's pretty cool.
Right, and it's managed pretty simply. So the way an attack works is you put out your number of dice, so just lay that out in front of you. That's going to be 3. And then you add 1 die of a different color, which is your strength die.
This is not just for melee attacks.
It's for every attack.
Okay.
And now we'll start taking off dice for moving and cover.
Okay.
So moving before shooting costs you 2 dice.
Oh shit. Okay.
And you always start with the strength die because that's the
Right.
best one that goes first. So you
Okay.
take 2 away for moving and shooting, and 1 for cover.
Okay.
So your rate of fire 3 plus your strength die is 4, but with the penalties you go all the way down to 1.
Okay.
So that is because cover is very generous, and there's a lot of different types of penalties. Very simple: moving, shooting, shooting through the dark, out of your weapon's effective range, and cover, and so on. So shooting is, if you set up a shot, if you have the forethought to do that with no dice, no penalties, no cover, no nothing, shooting is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
So that 1 die you would roll against me. I have no way of reducing that further, such as I can't dodge because I don't have the dodge trait.
Okay.
I have no special armor or anything. So you just roll that 1 die, and it needs to meet or beat Vigilante's defense of 4.
So it's a 4 up.
Yep.
All right. Fitty. What do we got? Does not go up.
So that is no go, so it doesn't hit.
Okay.
So nothing happens from here.
All right, cool. I put down a suspect marker with his manipulate action. It's on to you.
All right. Let's go with the Peacemaker.
Does this baby polar bear have a snowball launcher on top? Of
course.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where did my mouse go?
I'm gonna be hucking snowballs. A Turnix, that's cool. I'll be excited to see what y'all come up with. Nice to see Miniac crew really taking off, it seems, lately. Yeah, dude, we're owning.
5,
We're owning. Everyone here is awesome.
7, 8. So he's gonna go right here. So what Peacemaker is going to do is, he has Audacity, he has a 3 action.
Okay.
He moved, he's going to spend a special action on rapid fire, increasing his rate of fire by 1.
Okay.
And then he's going to shoot.
Who's he gonna shoot?
He's going to shoot your Freeze Thug #1.
Can he see him if there's no lamppost?
Is he within 12?
Oh, okay.
I don't
Is that
think so.
medium range or what's 12?
That's 12 is just your line of sight.
Oh,
So you can always see 12 inches in front of you.
you said that, right, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so let's go a little bit back, just for illustration. So you're just outside of 12. So
Well, no, you were in.
let's do, oh, I'm missing a die here.
You were in 12.
Was I? Yeah, well, I was just thinking, let's get another strength die because he has a devastating weapon. So how that works is he gets an extra strength die. So he has 2 strength dice and rate of fire 2. He has a really fun rule called high caliber, meaning he counts backwards. So instead of taking strength dice away first, he takes them away last, which is powerful because he has the rule firearm. So his strength dice wounds on a 2+.
Oh, so normally your strength die wounds on like your fist stat.
In melee, yes.
Oh, in melee. Okay. What is it? What is the strength die compare against in shooting then?
So a firearm is always a 2+, and a mechanical weapon, so that would be your freeze rays and bows and stuff like that, would wound on a 3+.
Okay.
And that's typically why attack dice are so important, because if you're trying to hit Batman's defense 5 or Robin's defense 5, well, a firearm would wound on a 2+.
Okay.
So trying to preserve that by setting up shots that you don't have to move to do, and there's no cover and stuff like that, really is it. But I moved first, so that's 2 dice. And then
that's brutal.
It is brutal.
Especially with ammo? Like,
And then there's cover.
that stinks.
So Peacemaker takes off 1 ammo out of his 3, and he gets just 1 die. It's a strength die.
So you
he has
don't compare
firearm.
against my defense.
Correct.
With strength
Your
die.
defense doesn't matter right now.
Okay, it's a firearm, so it's 2 up.
Right.
Okay.
Now, what happens is you have a trait called armor.
I do.
Your version is cryo armor, so that actually takes off another die. So if I want to do the shooting attack, I'm at this point just going to have no dice, because you are heavily armored. I moved. You're in cover. So I can actually move so that you're not in cover, just for the purpose of actually doing an attack.
Yeah, I feel like you also moved backwards intentionally, which you don't.
Yeah,
you don't
okay,
need to
sure.
do. You can shoot me. I don't care.
So this is just going to hit on a 2 up.
People bet on you, Stefan. Also, you got to roll in the box.
So people can't see.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's not in the box, it doesn't count.
That's a 4. So that is a 2 or higher.
Excellent.
So you suffer damage equal to the damage stat on my weapon, which in this case is 2 blood icons.
Okay.
And we are going to, so I let you have some
These things.
dials there. I love dials. So you count up 2,
You count up. And, Okay.
and you have taken 2 blood damage out of your, I think, 5?
Out of
endurance?
5, yes.
Yep. Once that hits 5, you're just dead and off the board.
Okay. So you just shot me with this giant revolver.
Yep.
Kind of got clipped on the shoulder a bit. All right.
There we go.
Cool.
And that's all he can do, because he is a free agent, not a henchman, so he can't even be inspired by Batman.
Oh, because he's not a part of that affiliation.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
Hired in.
Are
One
you
thing.
telling me that Peacemaker doesn't inspire himself to fight for freedom?
One thing we didn't talk about is that every card has a rank and also an affiliation at the top row of the card, and that's what Stefan's talking about right now.
Exactly.
He's more of a mercenary.
Yep.
All right, cool. Would you recommend I just waltz up here and maybe blast these guys with Mr. Freeze, or is
Try.
that too soon?
I mean, I say you try. Let's see what happens.
That face that he's making right now, chat, is like the go ahead, see what happens. I'll fuck you up, but you can try.
I don't have any fun tricks to protect him right now, so.
Okay.
But also, I need you to come out of the woodworks there a little bit, so you start placing some suspects where I want them. So I'm trying to bait you a little bit.
Don't bait me. Okay, I'm thinking Mr. Freeze maybe walks up behind this SWAT van, drops the suspect token, maybe fires at these fools. Would you advise against that?
So because he is the leader, he inspires models around him, but he doesn't inspire himself. So his tactical action is either an attack or a manipulate, and
Yeah.
it doesn't get to be both.
Oh, you're
either
right.
shoot-
Wait, so did I cheat here then by putting that down?
No, because he had an inspire action from Mr. Freeze.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so he could do all 4 things then.
Yep.
Effectively.
The henchman could, the Freeze can't, though.
And you bring up a good point as well, that maybe I don't want to move him yet, because if he moves away from my squad, they don't get that benefit. So that makes sense. All right, cool. I can't move and shoot with the polar bear. The polar bear is not. It does not have that token on it that I can't remember the name of.
Audacity.
It does not. It is not It's not audacious. What's the adjective audacity?
Yeah, you got it. Audacious.
Audacious.
Yeah. An audacious bear.
Sure.
He's not an audacious bear.
That would be a good screen name. Someone needs to pick that up.
Who?
An audacious-
Mr. Freeze is my other audacious crew member, and so is Frozen Thug number 3. She has a cryo fist though, so she ain't gonna be hitting nobody.
He wants to go up and fist people.
Yeah, I like how you kind of was like fist people.
Say that on stream.
Okay, cool. What if so this lady over here is out of range of Mr. Freeze. I don't think she gets a manipulate token. What if I kind of walk around the building over here? Is that crazy?
So you could wait on her until you've activated Mr. Freeze, because the Inspire rule is if a henchman activates within 8 inches of their boss.
Oh.
So you don't have to do her right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think, based on what I want to do with Mr. Freeze, I'm going to get any closer to her. I think I'm going to move that way, which wouldn't get closer to that one. So I kind of feel like in the world of A Song of Ice and Fire, like delaying your plans as long as possible is always kind of a good thing.
Definitely.
And I feel like this is a very low It doesn't reveal
Low
much about what
stakes.
I'm doing, right?
Right.
Yeah, low stakes is a great way to say it. Yeah. Audacious Bear sounds like a random generated mission name. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Man, my NDI thing just keeps going crazy. I'm gonna close this. Anyways, okay, cool. Oh man, let's do this. Cryo Fist lady is gonna walk up to the corner of this building. Can I walk over this terrain? I'm kind of assuming that I can. Okay.
Yeah, there's I think it's an inch or whatever, and that terrain is made to be the exact height you can just walk over.
Oh,
That's why I
excellent.
made sure
Also,
to have a lot
I
of
read a
stuff
trait
like
that animals can walk over terrain.
Yep, they can
just
jump.
willy-nilly.
Faster, yep.
I'll with my because she is inspired, I can move and also manipulate that Nora research token, and I will. I will move it 4 inches in the path of destruction of Mr. Freeze.
Oh my god! People are starting to hit on me in the chat, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think most of all I'm flattered, so thank you.
What are they saying?
I think
Mr.
that's
Lucky
your friend that helped
82.
you with the bears.
Ah, that's Adam.
Yeah.
Are they saying they want the D?
They're saying that Stefan's their bear.
I think that's a positive thing. I think.
All right, so what's up?
I was going to explain what a bear was for those that don't know.
Oh, it's an animal.
It's also
There's black bears, brown bears, polar bears. Found in different environments.
Solar bear? Sun bears?
Sun bears,
Those are cool.
owl bears.
I meant more the Urban Dictionary term of what a bear is.
Oh boy,
Do we have a plug-in for Urban Dictionary on the stream?
that'd be amazing.
That's just me. No, a bear is a big, hairy, gay guy that's like turbo butch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Adam.
Scott's entire scope of people flirting is, do they want the D? I said it earlier and now I'm stuck on it. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Okay, so Freeze Thug number 3 walked up, manipulated that Nor research token, moved it. That's it.
All
On
right.
you, my friend.
Oops.
Very good. Let's do. Let's do Robin. He is.
Perfect, Azathoth. Perfect.
Okay, we're all learning here.
Wait, actually, instead of manipulating that token, could I have hucked a grenade?
That's on a special action.
Oh, okay.
So.
So I can't. Yeah,
Right.
she's not. Well, actually, she did have this thing.
Oh yeah, then yes.
Should I do that?
I think so.
So I won't move the token. It'll stay behind where she was,
Okay.
and I will toss a grenade to see what that does.
All right. So you place this fully within 8 inches of yourself.
Fully within. Okay. This is 8 inches. Is that gonna hit anybody?
So it can hit him. Okay. So what that means is all models under it gain slow 2, and all suspects under this token or this template will become frozen. No suspects under it yet, but Vigilante does become slow.
Oh, this just goes off. I don't need to do
So that's a special action. So it's a cryo grenade. It's called a grenade, but it's not really explosions and damage.
Okay.
Type grenade.
That's okay.
What happens though is quite good. It is
-2 to your move.
exactly. So the next time Vigilante takes a move action, he is down 2 inches, from 8 inches down to 6.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So Peacemaker, Vigilante. This guy and this guy went. Okay.
Mariah KTV, evening gents, loving the new studio, great work and well deserved, Scott. Thank you, Mariah. I appreciate it.
I think it's Moria.
Moria. See, like,
Might be Moriac.
Mine's of Moria, it's 1 R, so I thought maybe it'd be a little bit different.
Might be right.
6 inches is still perfectly respectable. We're talking about, wait, what? Mike, I see
4 was average?
I see no context for you talking about dick lengths in the chat. What is going on?
You've not been paying attention to your chat. It is saucy.
But you have.
I'm blushing over
I'm
here.
amazed. You've been explaining all these rules, and it's chat's just flying by right now.
So we'll go with Robin.
All right.
Which is not related to the penis talk of
Yeah,
the
speaking of 4
12-year-old
inches.
boy in Speedos. Moving on, he has a movement of 12, and he's super fast, super agile, dodgy, so he has the trait one of the boys.
Look at that. Fucking
That's him.
His
model.
model's movement went from 8 to 6. Scott, you degenerate.
Look at that pose, though, bro.
It's a pose.
He's like, look at me.
He is an acrobat, as you see, and he has agile, so those are part of
That is right.
pose
He
there.
is an acrobat, yes.
So he is basically just going to zip around the board. He has the trait One of the Boys, which allows him to be inspired by his boss.
Okay.
Makes sense for Batman and Robin here.
Because he's not normally a Batman-affiliated person.
He is, but he has the rank sidekick, and only henchmen can be inspired.
Okay, okay.
He also has a rule called radio, which means he's always within 8 inches, always within 8 inches of the boss for the purpose of inspire.
Okay.
So he has audacity, so he's got the full thing.
Okay.
So what he's going to do is he's going to take a movement action up these stairs. It's going to be 5 inches to here. And we'll do 5 inches to here. Just make sure to be within 2 inches of the edge of the board for no particular reason. And he'll take a manipulate action and drop a suspect marker right here.
You guys can't see it, but there's like a feigning clown model on the same base as Robin, who's kind of like, oh God, no, please. And I like to imagine he's just like kind of horrified by like what is happening. Like he didn't actually get hit. He's
If you
kinda
hold
just
it up, it'll come through on the big cam here.
Oh yeah? He's kind of just like, please do not flash me with your 12-year-old penis.
So he's down there.
Yeah.
What I really like about these models is that a lot of the characters, so the named guys, have like a really scenic base, as you see on Mr. Freeze on this huge iceberg with tech on the base, and Batman's on a base where a lot of gas is coming out. Like I really enjoyed. I'm bad at this. Wow.
I mean, it's not a great setup.
You can kind of see it, like Joker gas coming out, and I really enjoyed painting these models because you really get to practice different textures and different like lighting and settings and stuff like that. So
Definitely.
So currently they're all COcast models, right?
Yes.
When did they switch to COcast?
they did that in 3rd edition, which was the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And a few months ago, around the spring, they switched to a different blend of COcast. So the first version of their COcast was kind of soft, a lot like a soft board game piece, but now they're a little bit harder, and they've been a joy to work with, I think.
Mike Genie says, Scott, I need you to shoot that child in the face with the polar bear. I'm on it, boss. I will shoot the fuck out of that child.
So
okay.
that is Robin.
Okay, so you said you moved within 2 inches of the board for no particular reason. Are you going to do something sneaky?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't worry about
It's
it.
fine.
All right, cool. Polar bear. Can polar bear drop a suspect token?
Yes. Any model can, unless it has the stupid trade.
Okay, and polar bears are definitely not stupid.
They're not. They're smart and loyal. Harley Quinn's hyenas have the stupid trait, for example.
Okay, I can definitely see that. All right, I'm loving this truck. This truck is good. All right, Mike, we're getting central. We're centralizing the polar bear. I had the greatest chance of shooting the child in the face with its snowball pelter.
Mike, do you read me? The polar bear is centralized. Polar bear is centralized, Mike.
Famous VJ,
Centralizing?
famous VJ just tunes in and hears 12-year-old penis. Don't worry about it. Don't report. Not yet.
I mean, we can. Does chat want a giveaway? Everyone say no right now, please.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Polar bear walked up. He was inspired. He got manipulate action. So I put down a suspect token next to the SWAT van. I have no idea if that is like a good thing to do, but you're doing it, so I'm doing it.
Yeah. See, I'm messing with you already. How do giveaways work on the stream? Is there like a randomizing or whatever?
Yeah. So we have like a text thing you type in chat, like !moist.
Don't say that until I have it set up.
Yeah, it's not set up yet.
Here we go. It's not. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Okay,
You
okay.
get entered into a drawing, and you got to be a follower to actually get into the drawing of the stream. And then we ask that whoever wins just isn't in a country that considers this kind of giveaway gambling. We kind of ask our viewers to self-regulate that, and then we do a drawing after like 5 minutes of waiting around, and someone wins.
Okay. I'm sure your subs are all perfectly trustworthy and can self-regulate a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's not just subs. It's anyone watching.
Some of them, Mike Genie and Azathoth, I don't know about them.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll say no, but Scott needs to give us top-notch tongue sounds. We have a mod that we would love to give away if you guys are interested. We'll do that like maybe halfway through the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you move up and you kind of chill there for a little bit. Pun not intended.
No, it's
but
intended.
very much appreciated.
Yes.
See, I have not been paying attention to my cards because there's definitely stuff I should have done. But
Okay.
This is typical of me. But my leader isn't dead yet, which is progress for me. I tend to sacrifice my leader early, but not on purpose.
I mean, I would appreciate if you did that.
Okay, sure. All right. Batman's gonna YOLO. He's going to use his special action because he does have audacity. He's gonna YOLO and use his grapple gun, which he could use every other round, and it adds 6 inches to his movement, and he can just go any which way, any direction, up, down, diagonal. So he's adding 6 to his 12 inches. So quick math says 18 inches. So he is
Hold on,
coming out.
check that. Yes, that is correct.
So
Here he
goes
comes.
3
Is he
inches
on the
to here.
bat cycle? Is that what's going on here?
Swooping down from the
He's
building.
going to swoop.
He's swooping. So all of a sudden we're playing Super Fantasy Brawl again. Ket. All right, so he just grapple hooked his way down onto the ground.
Yeah. So I use my special action for that and my movement action to actually move.
Okay.
And I will make my attack action, and that's going to be throwing batarangs. Sure, that's going to be super helpful against your armored guys, but let's do it.
Batman has the audacity. Mike calling me on my bullshit. How fucking dare you? You better believe it, Mike. A lot of inches being thrown around here, yeah.
Okay, so
You mean the superior wargaming measurement metric?
Yeah, we need. Yeah, imagine a game that came out measured in millimeters, dude. That would just blow everyone's minds.
first edition used to be centimeters,
Yeah?
which I think is the superior measurement, being
Okay.
European.
What?
Okay.
Oh man, all the
This,
wrong
we're in
opinions.
America right now, not Denmark.
I know.
Playing a game made by Italians. No, Spaniards?
It's all the same.
Wow! He said-
I'm allowed to. They are Spanish. So Batman's going to throw his batarangs, which is an attack action. It's going to be a ranged attack, rate of fire 2, and a strength die. So we're looking at 3 dice again.
Okay.
If you hit a guy with your batarang, does it bounce to the next adjacent guy?
I wish, but he doesn't have the frequency
Night models,
trait.
get on it.
Yeah.
So do you lose a die for moving, or 2 die?
I do not because it has the rule throwing.
Okay. Oh, it's like momentum. You're like running and like.
Yep.
Okay.
or
Cool.
Holding like 3 in his hand and throwing it. So
Who are you throwing it at?
I'm throwing it at the fisty girl there with the large
Fisty
fist,
girl. She has cryo armor 1.
which is going to cost me 1 die.
Okay.
There's no cover. You're within 8 inches. And yeah, so that's it. I'm just gonna meet or beat your defense of 3, I believe.
Correct. I have a shield value of 3 defense.
All right. Sweet. So that is 2 successes.
All right.
Each of these deals 2 stun damage.
Okay. So
You're at
4
4?
stun damage. So I'm almost knocked out entirely.
Yeah.
I have a willpower of 5.
All right.
So we got one
Almost there.
left. Oh god, I think I just broke something. Oh.
Or magnets.
Oh, look at that. Nice. I didn't break it. All right. I would say that was successful.
Right.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play another resource during his activation to play Unveiling the Truth to remove a suspect within 8 inches and get a free manipulate action. So I'll take this one away.
Would you suggest that I should use frozen assets right now as a resource to cancel this objective card used as a resource? Would that kind of throw a wrench in your works?
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
So I'm going to play a card called Frozen Assets right now, which has a trigger to use when an objective card is used as a resource, like Stefan is doing right now. I get to cancel. Sorry, that card is discarded. Cost me 1 resource. I have 2 left for the turn.
Yep.
I'll do that.
I've still spent the resource and the card is still out of my hand.
True. So I draw another one too.
Okay.
All right. What do we get here?
So
There's a
that-
4th phase to a turn?
Yep, which is the recount phase.
Okay.
When people recover from knockout and you score additional cards.
Okay, cool.
So that's Batman's activation.
That's Batman's activation.
I've
All
got
right.
just 1 cob left down here.
I have 2 people left, which makes sense. You went first. We're same number of models, apparently.
7 each.
All right, cool. I think I'll walk up with Mr. Freeze and unleash whatever he's got. A cryo gun?
You sure do.
Okay, and Batman, I feel like I can angle myself in such a way that Batman isn't necessarily in any kind of cover. If I walk that away,
Yep. Gotta just get over here and then, yeah.
and I can move twice, right?
You can.
Okay, the other thing to consider here is that you mentioned that the way I freeze people is by shooting someone and then they are near a suspect that becomes frozen.
Correct.
So would you say it's actually smarter to shoot vigilante so I can potentially pop some of my objectives instead of Batman?
I would probably say so, simply because Batman is defense 5, so he's hard to hit. And he has bat armor, which also takes away a die, so it's going to be a little bit more tricky against Batman.
Well, I love a good boss v boss fight here, but I'm not going to shoot him, but I'm going to walk up right into his face because I want to be able to shoot this guy without any cover. I also am allowed to move twice, apparently?
Right, by spending a resource point on your searching for Nora objective, you can take an additional movement action.
Okay, so I'll move 8, and I'll see, you can tell me if that is within, if there is line of sight issues or not, in terms of cover.
There should not be any. You're pretty tall there.
Okay.
I feel like we missed an opportunity not using the Halloween special Batman models.
Right, the vampire or the undead Batman. That's true.
Or a Harley Quinn on a broom also.
I love that one.
I'm just moving everything
Yes,
around.
Tattooed Tabletop. Eagly is a model you can play that you can bring alongside Peacemaker. And Peacemaker and Eagly do have the rule true love with each other, meaning if one of them kicks it and bites the dust and dies, then the other one gets really mad and gets stronger.
Okay. I moved with my dude. Oh, sorry, by the way. Thank you to BMA PP09 for the sub. We appreciate it. The Prime sub, no less.
Maybe it's just BMAP.
BMAP. I like to just spell out everyone's name, you know? There's no risk. You don't gotta pronounce anything. You just
Well,
know
if you're going to do that, then say it like a text-to-speech bot.
BMA PP09.
There you go. Much better.
Microsoft Sam. Okay. Cryo Gun has a rate of fire of 4. It does 1 damage. It has 3 ammo, so this will cost me. I'm just like all over the place with my tokens here. This will cost me 1 to use. There is no intervening terrain. I did move, so I lose 2. But I do also get a strength die.
Yep, which is the first one to die, or to go.
To go. Okay, so I only have 3 normal dice to roll them.
Roll rate of fire 4. So it's 4 dice plus the strength die.
I thought I lost 2 dice for moving.
Well, I'm trying to get you to put them out first, and then we can just kind of count together.
Okay, 4
so
dice.
Losing 2 is going to be strength and
that
one. For moving, and there's no cover, there's no fun stuff there. So yeah, you just get your 3 dice.
Okay, and he has a lot of rules here. The ones that I know, mechanical being always winning on 2 up.
On a 3 up on the strength die, but that's not so relevant now that it's gone.
Okay, medium range, so 12 inches?
16.
16 inches. Exposure, what's that?
That is a really fun one that they added for the Freeze crew, and exposure means every attack that hits after the first deals an extra damage. So it's sort of focusing your beam on a target. The longer you do, the more damage it's going to deal.
Can other people dogpile in on that
They cannot.
well?
So it's per attack.
Okay, cryo weapon, I'm assuming this has something to do with freezing people?
Yep, that means when you score at least 1 hit with a cryo weapon, another model within 2 inches takes a hit as well, sort of splash damage.
Okay.
And you can select a suspect within 2 inches to make that frozen.
Okay, and then other ones are, what is it between cold and cryo weapon?
Cold is the trait that you, or the effect that you inflicted on Vigilante already to slow him down.
Okay, and then lastly, accurate.
+1 to hit.
+1 to hit? Okay, so
Very
what's
good.
your defense value?
It is 4.
So I hit on 3s then. All right, cool. I'm shooting Vigilante with Mr. Freeze with his cryo gun. Looking for 3s. We got 1.
That's real bad, Scott.
That's okay. So he takes, I believe, 1 damage.
1 blood damage, and he takes slow 2, which adds onto his 2 he already had.
And then can I make the person next to him frozen?
So you can deal a hit to someone within 2 inches.
Okay, so I will deal a hit to that suspect.
Okay, which means it becomes frozen.
Excellent.
So that's the little icebergs, that's 3D there, by
so
Big
cute.
Thumb Toe. So yep. So frozen doesn't really do much on its own. It's just a status that you inflicted on the suspect. Your objectives will require them.
Yes, I
And
have
what it
some.
means is, if I can still reveal this suspect with a manipulated action, but I have to pay a penalty of 1 additional action.
Okay.
So
And
it gets
how do I
costly.
is revealing a suspect a manipulate?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, cool.
Okay, well, you still have a special action if you'd like. if you'd like to use it.
I think I don't know why I necessarily wouldn't until I have a learning lesson. So I will. I will put down a frozen suspect.
So that would be a manipulate action. And
Oh,
so you
I'm
choose
sorry.
either manipulate or attack.
You're right.
Right.
I have a special
action, which isn't really a thing on its own unless you have one on your card. So Mr. Freeze has two really fun ones. He has a cryo grenade.
I know
and he
that
has
one.
The ice flash.
Ice flash. Yes. Okay. I saw that with a little batarang symbol next to it. What does ice flash do?
So you pick a model that has to make an endurance roll. If they fail that, they become frozen in place and they can't act until next time they activate. They have to take an endurance roll to try to pass again. And their defense is reduced by 1. So you don't want to be frozen, but that's something he can do.
What's an endurance roll?
So that is a number of dice equal to your special stat, which is 3 for the most people.
What's Batman's special stat?
3. And you roll them and pick 2.
Okay.
That needs to be equal to or under your endurance value, which is 8 for Batman. So relatively safe on him, but something like a cheap henchman over here has maybe 4 endurance.
Do I be able to see him?
You can see her right there. Yep.
I'll do it. Let's freeze the henchman.
Range of 10, so that's plenty of range right there.
Yeah.
Endurance is 5, so I roll 3 dice and pick 2.
No, don't freeze me, bro.
The lowest I can get is 7, and her endurance is 5, so she fails.
Okay.
So,
are you trying to get under something?
Under.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
So the more endurance, the tougher you are, the better you're able to resist.
Okay.
So picking any 2 is the lowest is a 7. Her stat is 5, so that's unfortunate.
Okay.
What that means now for the rest of the game, until I clear this effect, she has to.
Guy.
Oh yeah.
Internet just went down.
Him?
Oh. We just lost internet.
Yep.
I mean these two dudes.
You can, or you can place it over here, so you hit the suspect.
Yes, I want to do that.
Internet's back.
That's not okay.
Yeah, it's time to get a better ISP.
There's no options. ISPs are fucking monopolies.
Yeah, it's time to petition the city.
I think it's first time to figure out if the problem actually is caused by the ISP or something else. The switch, the patch panel, the router.
Went down on everything that I saw. So.
I mean, it could be the router. It could be a modem.
Yeah.
Do we know if are we back right now?
Yeah, we are. Chat says we're back.
Okay, sorry about that, chat.
I don't think we were down for very long, like 30 seconds or something, but.
Fucking A, that just kills viewers. Okay, so I'm not sure how much you missed. I freaking ice beamed a detective, and because Mr. Freeze has the scientist special rule, I can perform 2 special actions, and so I will huck a grenade. And I'm gonna try to hit Batman, and also the suspect token behind him.
Right. So we're placing the explosive template fully within 8 inches of Mr. Freeze.
What are the odds that I can hit all 3 people or all 4 things?
Yeah,
Is that a tall order?
Yeah, no, you can do it.
Let's do it. Oh wait, I'm not roll anything.
No, it just uses this template to dictate an area of effect.
Okay.
So that
Time to get chilly.
is slow 2 on all of those models, so they move 2 inches fewer next time they move, and that suspect in there becomes frozen. Yes. And
Yes.
you know what? I actually forgot, which is a very central thing to your crew, is when you freeze one of my suspects within 4 inches of me, you get to draw one of my cards and put it out on the table and cover it with an Ice Age card. And that card is now locked away until I reveal one of your frozen suspects. Very good.
I just draw randomly?
Yep.
Okay.
So the first one, well, that's 2.
I know, but I did 2, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I just draw 2?
Draw 1.
Okay. Take that one back.
And then I would draw back up.
Ah, okay. I see.
Okay. So that.
Do I look at this or no?
Oh, yeah. Face up.
Not that it matters.
That's the one I wanted to score.
Sorry.
But I actually didn't really play to it this round. All right. So
Tell
that's
me I
what
did
Mr.
good,
Freeze
Papa
does.
Stefan.
What's that?
Did I take the right ones?
Yes. Both of them I could score next round pretty easily. But that's okay. I then am challenged to remove those suspects from the game.
I kind of don't want you. I kind of don't want to incentivize that because I need them to score my objectives.
Yeah, you do.
All right, cool. Who is your last person to go?
This copper down here.
Yes.
Do much on his own. So he is going to just move up and support here. Take 4 inches this way. And then I want to make sure I'm within Inspire range next time I activate. So I need another 1.5 inches to here. Within 8 inches. There we go. Everyone's activated.
Awesome.
Did you just go down?
Yeah, he probably did.
Like you just went down.
I'm going to activate my last henchman here, Freeze Thug number 2, with her cryo light cannons. But she can only move.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to move around his building, but also like I don't want to give you a reason to run away from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to funnel toward my crew. I don't want to give you like a reason to run away from me. So with her, I'll just move where everybody else is going. Maybe I'll do a little cheeky subterranean exploration mission next turn.
Okay.
All right, and that is it. And so that was phase 3 of turn 1. Going into phase 4.
And so first, we look at objectives that are in play and in our hand. Is there anything we can score in phase 4 with the phase 4 icon?
Anything we can score right now.
Yeah, in your hand. I do not have anything that triggers in phase 4 that I have met the criteria for.
I don't either. I have a phase 4 card, but I need to have met the criteria before playing it.
At this point. Which one do you have?
I have send them to the cooler. There are at least 6 models within 4 inches of frozen suspects.
So I think currently
I don't think I am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god, that counts your models too?
Yeah, your models. Yep, it will say enemy or friendly. So you're at 5 right now, which isn't quite 6.
Dang, dude. Okay.
Well, was it within 6 inches of frozen suspects?
Yes, 6 inches.
Let's see.
It depends if the
Also, you didn't
Yeah,
say
the
it
polar
right,
bear is
Scott.
within 6 inches right
sorry?
here.
You didn't say the name of the card right.
Send them to the cooler.
Yeah, you
Send them to the cooler.
There you go.
Okay, so by some fate of sheer dumb luck, this
Yep.
does work?
It does work. There's at least 6 models within 6 inches of frozen suspects.
Okay. And what does the little body armor symbol mean on this card?
So that is the type of objective. It's violence, protection, control, or what's the 4th one?
The other one.
Yeah, 4th one.
the other
whatever.
one.
Does it say 4 inches or 6 inches on the card?
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, I lied. I'm sorry.
Evan
It's 4.
is ruining your plans
I
here.
saw at least 6 models and thought that was inches. It's
Okay.
4 inches, so it does not go off.
So 5
Yeah,
inches.
chat
currently.
is the one raining on your parade. Good job.
Chat, what the
Frontier.
fuck? I'm trying
Well-
to cheat here, bro.
Well
my
done.
side.
That's
Someone,
the only way I win
someone
against
buy
Stefan.
Frontier a sub for that one.
Frontier. Fuck you, Chat.
I definitely don't have a bet on Stefan right now. Good job, chat.
Hey, how could you bet against me?
How? Easily. I clicked on the other option.
Yeah. All right, so I don't score that.
Sassy.
Cool.
Evan has been very sassy today, I feel like.
He's
I like
sassy every day. That's his
Yeah, see, you think I'm a nice guy because I'm nice at the source.
Oh no.
it. Out in public. But as soon as we're alone, you're a bully.
This is more public. The more public it is, the meaner I get.
So, I do have one that scores at the end of the round. It has the circle, the timer.
Okay.
Snitch. At the end of the round, if there's no enemy models within 4 inches of the snitch marker, that would be this little deal. Not within 4.
Yeah.
I scored. So I do score 1 this round.
Okay. So 3 points for Step.
Here we go.
All
Okay.
right. And if there were people that were stunned, they would get back up.
They would. So now we remove 1 stun from every model that suffers stun damage, unless they're knocked out.
So they're kind of coming to a little bit.
A little bit. She's taking a little bit of that concussion. So your Fisty Girl did lose. Let's take off 1 stun now. She
She
loses
goes
one
from
of those
4 to 3.
Yep.
All right.
That's about it. Then we take off our Audacity markers because they will be reallocated in a minute.
All right.
At this point, you are allowed to discard a card if you want. If there's something you think you won't be able to score next round.
I have 2 of the same card. Actually, I'll keep it. 'Cause maybe I'll use one as a resource and one as a... Because I can't score the same thing twice, right?
You can throughout the turn, if it's an instant score, for example, you can score it in different activations, but you can't trigger the same card in multiple, in multiple copies in one action.
Gotcha. I will keep that.
I think I will discard the card that is make the opponent's boss KO or remove it as a casualty, which is not happening right now to Mr. Freeze. He's very, very tough. So that goes out.
Fishing girl? No, TikTok. Fisting girl. Get it right.
Yeah, come on. And then once that's all done, we take our spent resources and shuffle them back into our deck.
Excellent. And I think that begins turn number 2 then, right?
That goes to turn number 2.
All right, I'm taking an opportunity to remind people that if you guys like the show and you want to support it, a great way to do that is by linking your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and then Prime subbing to a channel here on Twitch for free. It costs you nothing. Has to do a little hookup. You have to you have to resub to an account every single month. It doesn't do it automatically. We appreciate that Prime sub. Keeps the lights on, pays for Evans, Jimmy John's, and Domino's Pizza, which did not get eaten very much. What the fuck?
I ate like maybe a whole pizza's worth.
Stefan, what the fuck?
Stefan has eaten lightly this evening.
Do you want more after the stream? Are you the kind of person to eat afterwards, like cold pizza?
Yeah, cold pizza's best.
Okay, cool.
All the wrong
I
opinions.
was just so nervous being on stream and on camera that I couldn't eat. I was just busy sitting up here. Okay, so we go to the phase 1, which is take the lead, which is initiative. So we just roll off for that.
All right, let's do it.
Also, I want to point out that I've got the Night Models link in the chat a couple times here. You guys should definitely check out some of these models.
Yeah, they're sick.
There are a lot of really, really, really cool sculpts for this game.
I think my favorite ever is Bane Unleashed, which is a big, beefy Bane holding Batman over his head on like a broken Batcave equipment, about to break his back over his knee.
Nice.
I've been saving that one for, I don't want to say a special occasion, but for when I feel like I'm a good enough painter to tackle that one, because really hitting that like
Right now.
South American like skin tone, the glowy green veins from the venom in his blood, and Batman looking really beaten up. So
Yeah.
one day.
I'm looking for that Batman Beyond model, and I'm not seeing it. That makes me sad.
I really want that too. All right, so you roll a 5, I roll a 2, meaning you roll higher, so it's you go first. You have initiative.
Yep.
Well, you get to choose who goes first. Typically, that's going to be you.
I feel like I'm in a bit of an advantageous position right now.
What I'd
maybe
like,
not
though,
super
is if we had tied, it would go to the player who didn't have initiative round 1.
Okay, fantastic.
So,
All right.
all right. So, first thing you do is any phase 1 cards in your hand that you'd like to play out.
I have none.
Same here. So we go to phase 2, which is audacity markers.
Okay.
Raise the plan. Is there any phase 2 cards in your hand you want to play?
I have none.
Okay, so you may allocate your 4 counters.
I'll give one token to Mr. Freeze. That seems pretty obvious.
That's actually something I like about this game a lot. Not really in this instance, but at first you'll think, okay, my big beefy boy is going to just have audacity every time, but really you got to think about, is this the right move right now? Will those extra actions serve me better elsewhere? Right now, it is obvious with Mr. Freeze going to gun down some fools and throw grenades left, right, and center. And
That, but also the scientist trait that allows him to always use both specials. It feels like I'm always going to want to shoot and do that, or move and do that, or all 3.
Right. Given that you have 3 ammo markers in total and have spent 1, you can spend 1 every round. You'll have at least 1 round where you can't shoot.
That's true.
And so that's kind of probably your time to go and reveal this Nora marker at the end. So blasting early and then kick down some doors and go find Nora.
That's a good point.
Find your boo.
My boo. Okay, I'll give one to my boy, Mr. Freeze. The question is who can just shoot without needing to move? And I feel like...
And there's the I go, you go.
Right, because it's like this guy,
a little bit.
He might seem like he's capable of shooting, but if you move around a little bit, suddenly he's a little bit screwed.
Right. I will say line of sight and movement is just traced through models, and models don't provide cover.
Okay.
Because they're assumed to be moving a little bit, right?
That's good to know.
And there's no crossfire or anything.
Okay.
So you can just shoot through your guys there, no problem.
Okay. Fantastic. I will give maybe one to the combat bear so we can move up and swipe somebody.
I don't think that's a good idea. Don't do that.
No? Okay. I'm going to do it, Chad. He's going to die. Let's see here. Maybe I give one to the Freeze Thug number 2 here in the back so she can move and shoot with her short-range weapon, Cryo Light Cannon. And then maybe I give the last one to Freeze Thug number 3, who also has has a melee weapon, so she can move up and maybe punch somebody.
Right.
And I'm kind of, I'm hoping that maybe you stay in range for my guys who have range weapons to shoot. If you don't, that's okay. But I'm trying to, min-max my tokens here.
Sure.
How about you?
Hell if I know.
You're the professional here, Stefan. You gotta know.
So much pressure, though.
It's true. He saw Bega lose in MCP, and he's like, can't let that happen to me. That disrespect. Oracle is rad. Are we talking about Dota 2 heroes in the chat right now?
No.
There's an Oracle character. It's crippled Batgirl. She's in a wheelchair and she's a hacker.
Oh, okay, nice.
That model sucked building because it's like 14 pieces and they're small.
Gosh.
I didn't like that. Well, Batman's gonna get one because I'm Batman. Why not?
I'm Batman.
Not much strategic thought there. Let's do Vigilante as well because he's gonna help me score some objectives, hopefully, right now. Let's do...
You should sneak a link of
this one.
Beltman in the chat.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, not Batman, Beltman.
Beltman.
And Peacemaker. Let's do it.
If you guys stick around until after turn 2, we'll be giving away Beltman. What scale is this? 32 mil?
Yep.
They don't look to be heroic? Yeah, they're definitely more true scaly, but they're not so true scaly that they're like impossible to paint.
Right, yep.
Like for my Kickstarter, I had 75 mil models, which are true scale, just naturally. And I scaled them down to 32 mil and then made some other modifications, but I didn't make enough modifications, and holy hell.
What's the actual name of the Beltman model?
Death Metal Batman.
Yeah, those models were impossible to paint. So these ones, some considerations have been made for the 32 mil scale. Okay, so there's two things I could do here. I could try to run up and reveal that
Suspect marker?
That suspect marker and score VP right now. Mm-hmm. There are 2 of them, so maybe I have another opportunity, and I should just shoot right now. I could freeze somebody else. What's the endurance on both Vigilante and also Silver Helmet Man?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
John Cena. John Cena, Peacemaker is 8, and Vigilante is 7.
Okay, so they're a little bit better than the police people, rightly so. Would you advise moving with Mr. Freeze, or just sitting here and just unloading?
I'd say unloading before moving, just to retain those maximum.
Great point.
You dealt 1 blood damage to Vigilante before, and I did not mark that. So
Yeah.
let's just do that before I get called out for it in the chat.
And as a reminder, each subsequent hit that would have happened would have done 1 more damage each time, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's more fun to shoot than score the points, isn't that right, chap? So that's what we'll do. I will activate Mr. Freeze, and I will cryo gun Vigilante.
Okay.
He has no armor, so I get no reductions. I didn't move at all.
No cover either.
No cover. I have a rate of fire of 4, plus my strength die. Right? What's strength die?
Yes.
I think I just lost a die under my cushion. Oh, I'll get it later. Okay, so with the strength die,
You have the mechanical trait.
so I'm hitting on 3s.
Fixes your strength die to a 3+.
And normally I'd be wounding on 4s, but because I'm accurate, I'm wounding on 3s. With
Hitting on
the
3,
yellow
yes.
dice as well.
Right, right.
Okay, so it's 3s across the board. Evan, you want to throw up the dice cam here?
Yeah.
All
Get
right.
saucy.
Looking for 3s. That's every single one.
Okay.
Does this man die?
I think he will. But let's do the math too, just for the chat. So you did roll a 6 on the
Check
strength
in.
die, which is a critical.
Oh, okay.
If you have no other critical effect on your weapon, such as critical poison, critical freeze, or whatever, then you cause the model to be knocked down,
Okay.
which slows you down even further. Not that that matters, because the first of those dice is going to deal 1 damage. Each subsequent die is going to cause 2 damage.
Oh, it's not 2 and then 3 and then 4?
No.
Okay. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and a knockdown.
Well, he has endurance 7 and already 1 blood suffered, so he can take up to 6. And then he just ceases to be. He's dead.
Okay.
So I do. You killed a model that was that had not activated, so I get a pass.
What does that mean?
That means at one point when I am allowed to activate a model, I can instead pass and give it back to you.
That's a beautiful mechanic.
It is a great mechanic. There's a pass marker, it's a countdown. And if I don't use my pass markers, I get to add it to our initiative roll next turn, giving me a slight chance of going first, but I can't bank those over turns.
I love mechanics in alternating activation games that manipulate that initiative roll. The same thing happens in Guild Ball, but maybe to a better degree, wherein you generate a resource called momentum throughout the turn.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and then like you can pick momentous plays. It's really easy to get. And you can spend those during the turn on various bonuses, or you can hold them, and for each point of momentum you have, it adds to your initiative.
Nice.
So I love mechanics like that. That's super cool. And I think it's very important in a skirmish game to kind of compensate for losing someone before they've activated, which is cool. Okay, so that was his shoot. He cannot manipulate with one of those tokens, so I won't. But I do want to, maybe I want to move just so that I can be within 4 inches of that token.
Yeah, to help that a little bit. I mean, you do have the ability to take 2 movement actions by paying a resource point. So
That's
you
true.
could move behind your guys, grab that marker that's right next to you, the Nora research marker.
Oh, you're
You
right.
just have to touch it.
Then someone wouldn't need to manipulate it to get it to me. Okay.
Right. So essentially, spending a movement action, going there and back again, and then your other movement action to move into the fray there.
Okay. We'll do that. So I will spend one of my resources, which I have 3 a turn, and I will pop back and forth, and that will be approximately 4 inches of movement total. To do that, so I have 4 inches left of my first move, and then another 8 inches left of my other move. I don't know where is best to go necessarily, but maybe like in this general vicinity over here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Being closer to your suspects there.
So I got 4. And then I have another 8 to go. So we'll go 8 and be next to this truck, or sorry, ice cream thing. And I want to be in base to base with this thing.
Okay.
And then I will use some specials.
Sure.
I will ice beam.
Ice beam.
Ice beam.
I appreciate this.
I feel like maybe. Oh no, I should use the right word. The word is.
Ice flash.
I will ice flash maybe the cop.
The range is 10.
Oh, okay, let's check that. Ooh, I'm just out. Okay. I will ice flash John Cena.
All right.
Da, 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 da.
So you're
So
rolling
that is-
3 dice and you need to get under your endurance.
Equal to or under my endurance of 8. He's tough. So I pick any 2 of those.
You're good.
So he's good.
So
He does
question for
still
you.
suffer -1 defense till the end of the round. So he does get
Nice.
cold, but not fully frozen.
So I'm curious, does that get measured against your active endurance? So if you had taken wounds, would it be easier to ice flash you?
No. So
Okay.
that would just be the actual stat.
Okay, cool. All right, here you go. You don't get points in this game for killing people. It's just the cards.
Exactly. Unless some people, like the Court of Owls, the undead assassins, have some ways of killing models and gaining points for them. But they're kind of cool. They have to mark their targets and then work to then kill them later.
Okay.
So kind of cool. But yeah, I do like that it's not about just killing models. Okay, so let us...
No ice points, but I'll take the Arnie impressions. Thank you. How's the gameplay compare between BMG and MCP? You know, I've been playing a lot of skirmish miniature war games lately, and they are kind of melding together a little bit.
Yeah, I bet.
I will say that it feels like BMG has got a little bit more going on than MCP did, but I only played 1 game of that. I'm only like halfway through this game right now. So I can't really say.
Right.
They both have similar vibes, but they're different games entirely. The rule sets are different.
Yeah, I used to play MCP a lot too.
So you would know better.
Yeah, I just don't play it anymore just because I prefer this. So it's just a matter
Why
of
is that?
preference. But
Theme,
MCP
or-
is a lot. I mean, Batman is cooler than any Marvel hero, of course. I'm sorry if I'm ruining your business again, but
Also, the Christian Bale Batman movies are the best superhero movies ever made.
and I like
Wrong.
the model for him.
So wrong.
I'm so right. Marvel doesn't even come fucking close to being anywhere near as good.
Spider-Man
a
2
hot
is
take,
not
but I
only
like
a great movie, it's also the best superhero movie.
What was I? Oh yeah. So, but MCP is just a much simpler game. Not in a bad or a good way. It's just very a lot simpler.
Yeah,
The
it does
mechanics
seem-
are simpler. The characters are a lot simpler individually than most of these characters. And for me, what I needed was a more of a little bit more complex skirmish hero game, and that's what this does. But if you need some a little bit more chill, a little faster to set up game, it's
Yeah, you're a
MCP.
baby. Stefan's calling you out right now. For the babies out there, you can play MCP. For the real Chads, BMG. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
Obviously, the more
Wow, that's
complicated a game is, the better it is.
Obviously, yeah.
Which is why soon we will be playing the campaign for North Africa live on stream.
What the fuck is that?
A game that takes something like 3,000 hours to complete one game of.
I don't know that I'll make that, but
Get out of here, dude. Sam Raimi bad, though. Are you kidding me, bro? Have you seen Evil Dead? Sam Raimi rocks.
That's a friend of mine. He's just trolling you, Scott. Don't get sucked in.
Okay. I'm ignoring it. We're joking about MCP being for babies.
Yeah.
They're both totally fine skirmish games.
yeah.
All right,
I mean,
cool.
obviously Batman's better, but yeah, I might be biased. I'm willing to admit.
All right, how are you going to respond to me just absolutely devastating your vigilante man?
You know, I'm not sure.
Are you going to try to deal with my snowball hucking polar bear?
I think what I'm gonna do is, I am going to take Batman, and he's gonna kill someone, or not kill, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, no,
I mean, no. Whoa. We don't do that here.
just maim and leave them out in the cold. So, do we agree that these two models, there's no line of sight? So this one,
Between Batman and it?
And this
I can't see nothing.
he also has the rule stealth, so he can only be seen within 8 inches, but there's a truck in the way. Okay. So what Batman's gonna do is we're just gonna go the whole way, and he is going to take a move action. And she can't see him currently.
All right. Viewer, thanks for picking up that enamel pin and cutting mat. We appreciate it.
2, and then a further 10.
I'm trying, Mike. I'm trying.
2. Go.
He's all the way over there doing God knows what. Okay, I don't know what that skinny ass lanky teenager's fucking doing, okay? He needs to join the fray, and then I'll fucking shoot him.
Have a good night, Tattooed Tabletop.
Thank you for the subs, Tattoo Tabletop. We appreciate it, man. Good night.
All right. So Batman is about to attack this double gun lady over there.
Okay.
So there's a rule we haven't talked about yet that's called efforts.
Okay.
So when you are attacked, the defender can choose efforts first and then the attacker. And that is, you can choose to, as a defender, take up to 3 stun damage, so take away up to 3 dice from the attacker. Sort of like gritting your teeth, giving it your all. And then after the defender chooses whether or not they want to do that, the attacker can do the same, take up to 3 efforts, stun damage, to add up to 3 dice to their attack.
Okay.
Now, Batman is cool because he has sneak attack. So when he attacks someone and that someone could not see him when he started his activation, they do not get to make efforts.
Sucker punch.
Basically. Well, that's it's a complete legit tactic here.
No.
So
Scattered Showers, thanks for subbing with Prime.
Hey, we appreciate it. All right, cool. So I don't get to. I mean, I don't even. Would I even want to do that? Because like he's gonna do a ton of stun damage, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't want to do it against Batman, but if someone's coming at you with a sword, you're gonna try to block that.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
So Batman is attack 5 and
Okay.
strength 3+. You do have armor, which is going to cost me a die, which is taken away from my attack die pool.
Not your strength die because
That always goes last in close combat.
in close combat. Okay. Cool. Oh, should I be dressed as Robin?
Honestly, you love short shorts so much.
I do.
That is true.
That's like,
I'm
seen
not
your
big on
Instagram.
leotards, though. You know.
You know, you say that, but Robin seems like the Halloween costume that you were made for.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if everyone thinks I have big Peter Parker energy, they definitely think I'm like me and Robin are like brothers or something like that.
Yeah, I can 100% see it.
Oh my God! All right, next year.
Let's do it. If you do it, I'll do it.
You want to be Robin too?
Stefan's gonna be Nightwing. He's gonna be like, "What? I'm totally Robin."
A full black leotard.
Yeah, exactly.
Real skin tight. Let's do it. Let's just do body paint. Let's get the airbrush going.
All right, I got to get a year to get jacked. I'm Batman. I'm calling it.
I'm Batman.
So Batman is going to take 1 effort, 1 stun damage to add 1 die to his pool.
All right, so he's taking stun damage to add dice to his pool.
Oh wow, he is spicy in the chat there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so I am rolling the 5 dice and the strength die against your defense of 3.
For that one, probably. Yeah, they're all 3.
I think all your models are 3.
Yeah, they're all 3.
All right, so 3s.
So you need 3 or higher.
Oh, that's
Ouch.
bad. Okay. So this is not a 3+ for his strength.
I'm Batman.
And this is not a 3, and that's not a 3. So 3 successes.
So how much stun damage per success?
You will now get to try to block that.
Okay.
And you roll a number of dice equal to your defense stat.
So 3. And I'm trying to beat,
My attack stat,
which is 5. Okay.
So a 5 or higher blocks 1 attack die from me.
There's a lot of interaction between both cards at multiple stages in an attack. So 3, I'm looking for 5s, which is your attack stat. And 3 is my defense
Up on
stat.
Batman.
All right, I got 1, so I block 1 and take 2, it looks like.
Yep. Each is going to deal 2 stun damage. So you take a total of 4 stun damage.
Okay, that is Freeze Thug number 2,
Yeah.
I believe. I think.
I don't think that does it. I think she's a 5 willpower.
She is! She makes it out alive so far.
But she, you can't shoot someone when you're in base contact.
Okay.
So when she wants to move, to shoot, she'll have to move first, which is going to cost her 2 dice. So it's not all bad for Batman, but I definitely have a card that is...
Was relying on
Actually,
you.
I'm going to score that right now. Inflict damage on an enemy model that did not have line of sight to the attacker at the start of the attacker's activation.
Is this damage?
That is damage.
Okay.
What's the name of the card?
They won't see me coming for 1 point.
Very nice.
There we go.
He's getting in.
Batman does have a lot of cards to score a little bit early in the game and then later in the game, so
Okay.
not in the home stretch yet. Oof.
So, man, I wish I could punch somebody and manipulate.
You can if you're inspired by your boss. So start an action or start an activation within 8 inches.
You know, I really kind of fucked up putting him over there now that I think about it. That's okay. Learning lesson. Maybe,
Right.
maybe more of a centralized position for the boss, so my audacious, whatever the fuck it is.
Audacity and your
Yes.
models get inspired. Yep.
Yeah. Then, because like I would love to with Fisty Lady, I'd love to if I could walk up here. I don't know if it's within range. Reveal that token and then punch somebody. I don't think it is though. Yeah, it isn't.
Okay, yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, can I just cryo-grade my own suspect tokens and then go and run at them? Because I don't suffer from the frozen thing because of a particular
Correct.
rule that I have.
Correct. Cryo acclamation.
Yeah, so maybe I don't have to do that now, but I could. Man, why am I not doing that? What's wrong with me? Okay, good to know. I don't gotta worry about Batman right now. He's activated. He could just maul you with the polar bear.
You could try, yeah.
But Batman's tough, you said.
He is tough.
Cryo Claw. He's got a. Okay, so the combat polar bear has a strength value of 2 up. So on that strength, I'd be hitting on a 2. So at least probably hitting with one of those values. When Batman was moving, was he suffering from -2 to his move because he's like frozen and stuff, or no?
He was, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So he. I'll take that off so he doesn't suffer that. But you do cause cold on basically all of your weapons.
Yeah, whenever I attack and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think before you move, I think I'll try to shoot Vigilante with the guy I didn't give a Audacity token to.
Peacemaker?
Yes, and this is the last ammo round that he has. Would you consider this in cover? You said it was pretty kind. So
you look from your model's head to my whole body. If any of that, or the base, if any of the model or the base is covered by any sort of terrain.
There's definitely a portion covered by the terrain.
Okay, so there is cover.
Okay. Trying to find. I don't want to mess
I'll
up
just
your
leave it out. I'll put him away later.
All right. This is not even. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. So he's gonna shoot because he has the opportunity now. I don't want to lose it. That's his last bullet.
Makes sense.
With his cryo launcher. This is Freeze Thug number 1, who's shooting. He has a rate of fire of 3. He loses 1. Sorry. So that and the strength die. He loses the strength die first because of that cover.
Correct.
He didn't move, so he gets his other 3. And I'm gonna shoot. It is mechanical, so that means it always.
Strength die would hit on a 3. But that's
Oh, the
gone.
strength die. But this die hits on your defense.
Yes, which is 4.
4. Okay. I got 3. I'm looking for 4s. It's a cryo weapon, cold, exposure, medium range, mechanical. All right, here we go. Look for 4s. Wow, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
Remember all those shitty rolls just a few minutes ago?
Oh, I had just one bad roll, and now, yeah, I'm just like.
Two bad rolls in a round. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be easy. No. So each of those is going to do 2 blood and 1 stun, I think.
Yeah, 2 blood and 1 stun, so 6 blood and 3 stun.
Now, the first one's going to deal 2 blood and 1 stun. Each of those are going to deal 1 extra damage of your choice, either blood or stun. So probably going to be blood.
Probably blood, yeah.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 blood. That's just enough to kill him.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Stefan.
That's okay. That's spicy.
I'm just murdering everybody.
That's your job.
How you like that, Evan? How you feel about your bet right now, ass?
Oh, you're still gonna lose.
Probably true.
Who do you think chooses the outcome of this?
Just for the stream, Scott
The
did
name
bribe
of
me
the
so he could
stream.
win.
In
with
secret.
pizza.
In secret, the name of the stream is Scott Never Wins.
yeah.
And the hashtag is Scott Never Won.
Yeah. It's not kill your friends, it's kill Scott.
Yeah.
Poor
Okay.
John Cena.
John Cena is RIP.
So that's yeah, I didn't quite plan for that, but
That was his activation. He can't do anything else. He is not audacious. He's not have audacity, and he did not start his turn within 8 inches of Mr. Freeze. You heading out? Yeah. All right, see you, man.
have a good night. So let's do. Okay, let's be Trixie. So you're done with your murderous machine over there?
I guess so.
All right, Robin's gonna go. I never.
Scott's gonna get a piece of pizza.
1, 2, 3. Shit, that's stupid. See, I didn't give audacity to Robin, and now he needs to move and use a special action.
I'm very happy for you to make that change.
Nah, that's all good.
Yeah, while Scott's not looking, feel free to move any of your pieces into advantageous
you.
positions.
I'm serious, Stefan. If you think it's gonna make a better game and you want to change it up, please change it up.
So let's move it to the other, from Robin to the cop here, just to showcase what Robin and Batman can do, the dynamic duo here. So Robin is going to take his movement action, which is going to send him over yonder-ish. And he's going to put down a suspect marker. Yep, that'll be right here. And then he is going to use a special action called Support Batman. So it's this action called Support, and it has Batman in parentheses on Robin's card, meaning he can have Batman specifically take another action.
Oh.
Spend a special action, have Batman take an action.
Oh no! My
Batman-
dog's gonna die!
Batman's gonna slap that person around.
No!
Yes. Here we go.
But now, because you started within line of sight of me, I could take stun damage to roll more dice, but that doesn't make any sense.
Right. So here's my attack. It's 5 dice plus my strength die. You do have armor 1, so I take 1 away. Doesn't really make sense for you to take efforts also because you're, I think, 1 away from biting it.
Right. If I take efforts, I just die immediately.
You would be knocked out.
Right,
So you have a chance to come back later. So I will just...
Chance to come back.
Chance to come back. So you may be out if I knock you out, but you also may have a chance to stay in the game.
Okay.
I will just try to roll your 3 or higher.
Extra bat whoopings.
There we go.
Yeah. That does it.
Yep. You do get to roll defense, but the strength die in close combat can never be blocked.
So, no point.
So really, you suffer that 1 extra stun damage, which will knock you out.
All right. How do you denote a knocked
Mama
out
said
character?
knock you out.
You do that.
I'm
by
going to knock you out.
doing that.
Okay.
There is a knockout token.
KO.
Or you can put the model on the side if you want, but
No way. I am laying these gorgeous minis on their sides.
thank you, Adam. All right. That was Robin's activation. It was a move, a manipulate, and a special.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Well, Mike Genie, he's revealed the leotard man. No, he hasn't really.
So,
I feel like I want to play for points right now. I feel like what I can do
big smart moves.
is I can cryo grenade these two. If I wasn't an idiot, I would have put these two suspects within whatever this template diameter is.
4 inches.
And luckily I wasn't an idiot. So I could freeze both of those, walk over to one, reveal it, and walk over to another and reveal it later. And I might do that. But I don't think anything that you're gonna do is gonna stop me from doing that, so I don't need to do that right now. Also, this Nora token went away because I touched it.
Right. Touch Nora, and she's out, and there's one more over there.
There is. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all of them, but I'll try. Okay, so when you move, you lose shooting proficiency. Do you also lose combat proficiency when you move? I don't think I want to fuck with Batman. I think Batman's too tough. I think I want to walk over to that cop and just eat his face.
Okay. Rude, but okay.
Maybe I should do it to the frozen one even, because he's at -1 defense.
Yes. So down to 2.
Okay, and I have 10 inches of movement. What are the rules for moving through enemy models?
You can move through any models that you want. You can end touching them if you want, just can't stand on top of them.
Perfect.
You can stand on top of markers like the the sewer marker right there if you like.
Well, I don't want to do that. I'm going to
Mike says not fucking with Batman seems like a solid approach.
Yeah. I got 10 inches of movement. I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna eat this guy's face.
Okay.
So combat polar bear's got cryo claws.
What even is that? But okay, you know.
Yeah.
Polar bear claws that are also cold.
Yes.
Whatever.
Also, chat, we lost our stream producer, so there's no cards for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So cryo claws. This is a melee combat. I have a attack value of 4. I am trying to beat your defense value
3.
of 3. You're at -1 because of the freeze. With my strength die, however, I need a 2-up. All right.
What does your cryo claws have for traits? They
Cold
have,
/ overwhelming.
overwhelming is I get -1 to block it, which doesn't matter because I can't block since I'm frozen.
Oh my god.
Being frozen is very nasty, so it's probably a good idea.
Chat, he
choosing
gonna
her.
die. All right, here we go.
Oh, I like the pun, Mike.
Look at that fucking roll! Woo! Chat, all the years of rolling like shit have come up right now against poor Stefan. That's a lot of damage.
What
Well,
Chad
maybe it
doesn't
isn't.
know is that Evan paid me $20 to let you win.
Match fixing. Actually, it isn't that much damage.
It's a 1 blood and 1 stun per attack, so it's 5 of each.
And then it's cold, so does that also increase the damage?
That would increase the slow 2 to slow 4. Every time, every instance of cold would increase my coldness by 2.
Okay.
So if you keep piling cold on without me activating, I could basically be unable to move. Now, you deal 5 blood and 5 stun damage.
Yes, sir.
I have willpower 4, endurance 5. So both of those would, in a way, get triggered, right?
Yeah. So how does
Chad,
this work?
listen up.
So you will,
is
if
important.
you kill me, deal enough blood damage to fill up my endurance track of 5, I'm just dead. Doesn't matter what you did with your stun damage, really.
Okay.
So that's relevant if you have a model like Robin that has willpower 6, endurance 4. So he is easier to kill than knockout, for example.
Okay.
So if you have split damage, really, that can be a little bit harder to take out a model. But you did it. So this officer is, which one is that? She's out. That does give me another pass.
You know, one thing I'm not realizing here is I'm killing people that are fulfilling my send them to the cooler objective right now.
This is true. This is true. Should have thought of that maybe.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of that right now.
But also munching on people with big polar bears is kind of fun.
It is kind of fun. Cryo claws. I mean, come on. How can I turn that down? What are you drinking? We're drinking a local brew from Head Flyer called Last Train Leaving. It's a cranberry citrus Kölsch. Freezing Batman is even more solid approach. Oh Jesus.
What?
That was weird. Every camera went down, and all I saw was Elgato. We're fine now. We're good. Don't jinx it. Also, how many points do you have right now?
Oh, I am on 4.
Evan's on 4 points. Sorry, not Evan. Stefan's on 4 points right now, Evan. Volibear is kicking ass, indeed.
All right. So what I do like about this game is that I have lost a couple models, relatively important models. So we're playing 350 points, and I've lost 50, 80, 130. So about 140 points out of my 350.
Okay.
But I'm still doing more work right now towards my objectives.
You are.
And I have cards in my hand that I can still achieve without those models. Obviously, it's going to be harder as time goes on and I have fewer and fewer models, but it's just nice to know that if I do lose a couple models, it is not necessarily the end of the world.
And shouldn't you have 3 pass tokens and not...
I got 2 and 1.
I've killed 3 people, though.
So 3. Killed 3 and 3 pass tokens.
Well, why? I see 2 tokens right now. Am I losing my mind?
This is 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you flip it. Oh.
Yeah, this is 1 and 2.
Okay.
Clever token design. The downside, though, is the 2 models that I have not activated yet are kind of shitty. And they're not going to really move the needle much on killing people. So I got to think smart. And it's not something I'm in the habit of doing, but... and also, I really goofed up by, I don't know, Batman is within 8. Okay. Well, shoot. See, these guys don't have Audacity. They have 1 action each. He's inspired, so he does get an extra manipulate action. So I'm up to 2 actions. If I want to move over and reveal that, it is frozen, so it takes an extra action. So moving is 1, and revealing is 2.
Okay.
I only have 2 actions right now. So that marker is not getting out of there right now.
Okay.
Okay. But let's flip you the bird and play a resource for 1 point. I target a friendly suspect marker within 4 inches of an enemy model. That's this one, to perform a ranged attack against that model. And I just remove the suspect marker, which is not the same as a reveal. So remove is just literally, I just pick it off of the board. Reveal is something that models do, a mechanic that they do.
How could you?
So like this. So it is my own, and maybe I needed it for objectives, but right now I just want to shoot you.
That's fair.
So that does mean I get one of those back,
I feel like that
of my choice.
every day.
You just want to shoot people?
Yeah.
Or me specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
We all have, what's the term? Invasive thoughts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the id. It's the id overpowering.
That's right. Just shoot him. Shoot him.
I definitely have, I regularly have, maybe not regularly, maybe like once in every like 10 social outings, I will have a thought where it's like, what if I just punch this person right now? And it's often a person who's like, does not deserve punching. But I'm like just very curious. Like,
Yeah.
what would happen in this scenario if I just
Invasive thoughts.
decked my pastor when I was like a 15-year-old? If I just punched this person.
I feel like I have to ask now, what night is this? Is this 9 out of 10 or is this 1 out of 10?
Oh, don't worry. I haven't had that thought yet.
I like how you say yet.
Yeah.
HR meeting tomorrow, probably unrelated.
So back up to 4. Always have 4
I'm
cards.
1099. I don't have HR.
Evan's boss is tough. So I reveal a frozen suspect. So I get one of these back of my choice.
Okay.
I'm going to choose this one, secure the perimeter. So your Ice Age card goes away.
Okay.
You can still use it again later. This one goes on top of my deck, I believe Ice Age says.
You can read it if you'd like, and I will continue. That was your turn, right?
So the top of their deck. No, that is just playing a resource.
Oh, you also. Oh, playing the resource got rid of the card. Okay,
Right.
cool. Okay, gotcha. All right.
I have to start thinking about doing stuff that's actually going to score points, and that's tough because I deploy it stupidly.
Do I also wonder what would happen if you sold the plants outside Home Depot? Yeah, I've definitely had that thought, but not necessarily about Home Depot's plants, but like kind of just anything outside of a store. A lot of stores kind of keep things on sidewalks, and I'm just like, I could just walk away with this chair.
So here's a little fun Minnesota tidbit that's not so fun.
Okay.
There's a store, I think they just closed or they're now closing, in Bryn Mawr that sells like all kinds of cool like lawn furniture and weird art pieces and cool stuff like that. Someone, they supposedly have a potential suspect, but no proof. Someone went on Craigslist and posted everything must go curb alert for all of their display items in front of the store.
Wow.
And so people came in the middle of the night and took like thousands of dollars worth of art.
Why did they keep it out overnight? I feel like whenever a company does
It's
that,
like
they put things inside.
A lot of it is like chained to the fence and stuff, but not in a big way. Most of it is big enough that it requires planning to move.
Like trucks or vans or stuff like that.
Yeah. Like you have to show up with multiple people because it's like it's a 6-foot tall rooster or a picnic table set or whatever.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it was like 10 grand of losses or something like that from this one night.
That feels bad.
Yeah, it was real bad. A lot of the stuff actually ended up getting returned when the news broke and it got carried on the local stations, but some of it just never came back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who steals the 6-foot tall rooster? I'm gonna be real. If I was gonna take something, that would be the first thing. I don't know what I would do with it, but
GW store curb alert. Yes, everything must go, especially the Space Marines.
yeah, we have an exclusive announcement.
All right. I have thought about my options, and I choose violence instead of maybe tactical thinking. Officer Martinez there is going to draw his gun and just point blank that polar bear there.
This is animal cruelty, Stefan.
He just ate his friend, who was one day away from retirement.
Oh no, Johnson, no!
So he has a gun, which is rate of fire 2, and a strength die.
Okay.
I do have armor, taking away the strength die, so 2 dice.
Do I?
Yep.
I do have cryo armor, yes.
Exactly. So I got 2 dice, and that's going to hit on a 3 or higher. That's your defense.
It is.
Oh,
Nice.
There's 2.
2 hits.
You get 2 blood and 2 stun.
All right.
The bear does have a rule called huge, I think, which reduces stun damage by 2 when it's attacked.
So just 0 then. Or sorry, so just
0
2.
stun, but 2 blood. I'm
2
trying
blood
to get some
damage.
blood on you to
You got it.
reduce your effectiveness a little bit. And that's it. He's just going to stand there.
Okay. So I'm weighing my options as well. I have a couple of things here, and I'm like trying to figure out how do I score every single one of them.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can, which is fine. So throwing a grenade, is that a manipulate action?
It's a special action. Oh. So throw your cryo grenades to try to freeze my suspect, or your suspects too.
Right, so I can't place a suspect token and then manipulate it.
You can.
Oh,
For
I
what
thought
purpose?
I thought placing the. So I'm thinking like, what if I place a token down near these other 2, cryo grenade all 3 and freeze them? Mm-hmm. I can't then reveal one, right? Because placing it is the same action as revealing it, right?
That's correct, but okay, so the confusion I'm having here is you can if you're inspired by your boss,
Right,
who
and I'm
you yeeted to the side, just like I did.
Yeah.
So no, you would have to pick.
Yes.
So
I'm trying
either
to-
reveal or place.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Okay. I think what I'll do is with cryo fisting lady, I will grenade these 2 suspect tokens here to freeze both of them. That's her special action. She does have the audacity token. This one does. And she will then run over to the further token. See, I could use the bear to reveal a suspect token.
Do you have objectives that require you to reveal suspects?
Yes, I have 2.
Is it only enemy suspects or just any frozen suspect?
Fuck, it's an enemy one. You son of a bitch. I thought this would be so much easier to do, but it is not. Okay, that's fine.
I'm a party pooper.
I have other ones that I can score. We're good. Doing this is dumb. I'm just gonna punch somebody. Who cares about points? Am I right, chat?
Agreed.
So I do have another one that says, a friendly model places a friendly suspect within 4 inches of an enemy frozen suspect. I'm pretty sure I can get that done.
Yeah, because I believe you put one out, or froze one of my suspects right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll just move in such a way that I'm within 4 inches of this frozen one over here before I claim it.
Yeah.
I got an 8-inch move. I'm gonna move somewhere over there.
Shoot, 4 inches here.
Is that about 4 inches?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's min-max this shit, okay?
Right. Oh, so that's how it's gonna be?
Oh, that's how it's gonna be, Stefan, okay? The W, I can feel the W, even though I'm losing right now 0-4, gloriously. So she's gonna walk up using her move action. Using her manipulate action, she's going to, no. Wait, what is dropping a suspect token?
That is a manipulate action, yep.
So drop that. Because I dropped a friendly suspect token within 4 inches of a frozen enemy one, I will play the card Stay Cool. And I will score 2 points. 2 points for the big man. And I'll draw up to 4. Wait,
Okay.
So this objective says there are at least 6 models within 4 inches of frozen suspects.
Right, at the
Period.
end of the round, yep. So if that statement is true in phase 4, because it's a phase 4 score, then you score that card. So I got to think a little bit about your positioning there.
So do you mind actually if I use my special to cryo grenade these two anyways? Just to give
Yeah, I thought
more-
you did.
I said I did, but then I realized that it wasn't going to be advantageous until I then read that thing. This
Reading.
freezing all the suspects just gives me more opportunity to score that objective.
And it also makes it harder for me to reveal your suspects.
Oh, yes. Okay.
See, I've made some big misplays. I counted on Peacemaker and Vigilante this turn to be doing work, and so I gave them Audacity.
I'm not sure it's much of a misplay if I just roll like a god and kill them.
Yeah, sure. Actually, yes. Let's
You took a
put the blame
calculated
on you.
risk, right? And it didn't pay off both times.
So the problem that I have right now is the 2 models that I have left, and I activated one of them, do not have Audacity, so they have 1 action each.
Okay.
And everything that I want to do, walk up and arrest this model to score points off of my cards, reveal your suspects, because they're frozen, it takes extra actions. I simply don't have the action economy right now to be able to do the things that I want to do. So right now, I'm just in sort of a holding pattern this round to try to come back next round.
Okay.
So I had a strong first round, but now you started out strong in round 2 there.
I did. Yeah, quite lucky.
Or good.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of text on these cards, so I'm learning the more I read.
While you think about your next pro gamer move, maybe this is a good time to plug the Renegade Open in November.
Heck yeah.
Our local con here in Minnesota, where we're going to play a bunch of 40k AOS. I think bolt action. I think your chat might like that.
Okay.
Batman, Kill Team, Song of Ice and Fire, Horus Heresy, Adeptus Titanicus. So there's 3 days of gaming coming up.
Where is it?
November 18th to 20th in Plymouth, Minnesota.
Okay.
So about 20 minutes from here, 25 minutes?
Yeah. Renegade Open has been going on for how long?
About 10 years now.
10 years.
The weekend before Thanksgiving
Okay,
every
cool.
year. And I will be running 2 days of Batman tournaments, and Adam in the chat will be running 1. And he is going to run a Riddler trivia night on Friday night. So, RenegadeWargaming.com if you want to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah.
And you will be there playing Batman all 3 days, of course.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
I'm bringing this freeze crew, obviously.
I'm probably going to be playing some Song there.
Hell yeah.
I'm sad that Minnesota's FR. Minotaurum asks, so, is Stefan a Rödgröd Medflora European or a Ströming European?
I'm a Rödgröd med fløde, definitely. That's Danish.
Hold on.
And Surströmning is Swedish.
Can we hear the first phrase again?
Rödgröd med fløde?
You didn't say half those letters.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's how a lot of languages work, as
Yeah,
it turns
especially
out.
French. You kind of just leave off the last 4 letters of every single word.
Yeah. No, I am for sure not Swedish. That's offensive.
That is offensive.
No, we like the Swedes. There's a little bit of a friendly rivalry there. Dan says, "I'll horse your heresy."
Dan is just getting all sorts of sexual.
Maybe I should go to the store tomorrow while my wife's at work.
I'm going to the store tomorrow. You know what happens tomorrow?
What?
Martell's, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Martell's come
House
out
Martell.
tomorrow.
When did that release stream happen?
It was like 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, something
Nice.
like that.
Okay, yeah. It's now time. Martell's.
Martell's
Poison.
are releasing, at least in North America. I know some people in other countries have gotten them already. Oh, yeah.
Is Scott dressing as Robin for Renegade? Yes. Okay. I have a pretty cool resource.
Do you now?
Yeah, target 1 frozen suspect and 1 model within 4 inches of that suspect. If the model has cold acclimation, which I think everyone in my crew does,
All of your guys do, yeah.
I get plus 4 inches of movement.
Yep.
And so you tell me,
What card is this?
This card is called Chill Out. I can't vault over this thing, right?
Right.
So if I beeline it for this thing with this chick, with 12 inches of movement, I ain't gonna make it there. I gotta be base to base that thing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we curve the bullet here, I don't think I'm making it. I'm a little bit short, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that doesn't help me, but that's good to think about for the future. Maybe
For the future.
using that as a resource, I can just walk up and just punch your 1 remaining guy? Nah, I don't think we do that. I think maybe what we do. Okay, what are the odds here that I end my turn with 4 people nearby frozen suspects within 4 inches? That's 1, that's 2,
Is it 6 models?
that's 3, that's 4. 3,
Counting is fun.
that'd be 5, but then, oh man, I think I'm gonna be at 5 again. I could walk up and crowd grenade that one, and then that one would be frozen, but I'm still missing 1, unfortunately.
You have audacity on your ranged polar bear or your person with the sword back there?
I have ranged audacity with this person right here.
So you could move up, put down a suspect marker, and then just drop a grenade at your feet.
I could, yeah.
And if it's just 4 inches away for your objective, I mean, you could move up here,
Yeah.
drop a suspect, freeze that stuff.
Yeah, that is the guarantee, because there's 2 people right there.
Yeah?
So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll consider doing that. I don't think Batman can move anymore.
No,
this
he's done
turn.
for this round.
Okay. Oh, I should be reading that too. Okay, that might have been good to use earlier. Okay, so we're gonna walk up. This is Thug. Freeze Thug number 2. We're gonna walk up about right there behind the SWAT van. We will place a suspect token at her feet, and then we will grenade both it and Le Batman.
He's down 2 inches of movement.
But the question is am I within 4 inches on both of these chodes? And I definitely am. Very cool.
It does mean you're freezing a suspect within 4 inches of an enemy model. So you get to pick one of these.
Oh, yes.
That is frozen again.
Wait, I thought it was when I froze one of your suspects.
It's any suspect within
Okay.
4 inches of an enemy model.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't need that card right now, so that's okay.
It's okay.
He says with a tear in his eye. Okay, I got 1 model left there. So you moved, you did a manipulate, and you did a special, so you're done, I think.
I am. I have 1 person left to go.
And who is that?
The polar bear with the snowballs.
Oof.
But I don't think I can see anything, so.
Unless I do something stupid now. I think
Do something stupid.
he does have 8 inches of movement. This is less than an inch tall.
Well, you should walk in the line of sight of my polar bear, definitely.
Okay, yeah, okay, I can do that. Oh, shoot. Not even within 8 inches. So this cop, who does not have audacity, he gets 1 action, movement, tactical or special, and it's just going to be a movement action. So here. Because I got to play for some points now. But he doesn't do anything. He has no actions left. Okay. I'm set to score a couple points now.
Oh, very nice.
So are you. I think I'm just all activated, and I did not use my passes to hopefully go first.
Okay, nice. Okay. I have one activation left. It's my polar bear. I don't necessarily know exactly what to do with him, but Mike Genie wanted me to shoot the skinny man in the face, and so that's my objective. I'm going to act as though one of my cards says shoot Robin in the face with a snowball launcher.
Sweet.
So I can walk over this, right?
Yep.
Do I have to count going up and down it?
You do, but you have the animal trait, so anything that's up to 2 inches tall you can ignore. Or I think you ignore the first 2 inches of traveling.
Okay, so I got a half an inch on both sides.
Okay,
so that's an inch of movement.
So you count that double distance, just like difficult terrain in most war games.
Okay.
So that half an inch would count as an inch.
As an inch, and then I have 2 inches across the van, so that's 3 inches total of movement that I'm losing. So I have 7 inches on the other side of the van.
Yep, roughly. Yep.
I don't know if this.
At this point, you're not just walking around the van, then?
Yeah, I'm just crawling over it.
Okay. On principle.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's smarter to walk around it. I kind of feel like I can get to where I want to get to and do what I want to do. But I guess if you walk into close combat with me, then it kind of doesn't feel good. What's the range on this thing? Like a
medium. So that is 16 inches.
16 inches.
And you can see 12 inches because it's dark in Gotham always.
Okay. So what we're going to do, which I believe is a safer play, and also way more epic.
Play. Oh, yeah.
We're going to go up here.
Okay, I can respect that.
Can you respect this? Chat, do you respect this? Polar bears on top of SWAT cars? With cryo weaponry? Am I pogging right now? I think I'm pogging. All right.
The kitten, yes, it is touching Minneapolis, if that's what you're saying. It's adjacent to Minneapolis.
What are we talking about adjacent to Minneapolis?
Plymouth.
Yeah.
Who's the opponent? This is Stefan.
It's me.
He is playing the Batman crew. I am playing the Mr. Freeze crew.
I'm playing most of a Batman crew because it's been slaughtered.
Did I spell it wrong again?
10-hour drive. 10 hours, nothing.
It's EN at the end.
Come on, Mike. Drive.
Come on,
Teach
Mike.
you Batman there.
Don't you want to see me in a Robin leotard? What the hell? I'll be there for you. Okay. Fourth phase now? Turn 2?
So that was your last. Yep. So anything that you have at the end of the round, I have 1.
I have 1 as well.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Sure.
All of phase 4 scores simultaneously, so it doesn't really matter, but let's have you go first since you have initiative.
Okay. I have send them to the cooler. There are at least 6 models within 4 inches of frozen suspects.
That there is.
That's 2 points for Mr. Freeze crew.
I will play secure the perimeter for 2 points. And it says to remove 2 friendly suspects within 2 inches of the edge of the board. There's 1, and there's 1.
Nice.
Thank you, Robin. You were useful.
Yeah, that will work, Mike, I promise you.
And so you draw back up to 4.
Yes.
And then you get to discard if you'd like. I think I'm not going to do that. All right. So any stun damage, we take 1 stun damage off, unless you are knocked out, in which case you have to make a recovery roll.
Okay, so Freeze Thug number 3 went from a 3 to 2, and then Freeze Thug number 2 needs to make a recovery roll. How's that work?
So that is 2d6,
Okay.
equal to or less than your endurance.
All right, so I need to get under 6 or equal to 6. Let's see what I got. Nope.
That's a 12, not 6 or less.
So does she stay stunned, or is she like now dead?
So now she just stays down and she
Okay.
can't activate next round. And so at the end of next round, you get to roll again.
Okay.
So
Cool.
kind of nice, but I am going to try to arrest her. I mean, hopefully I'll get initiative with my 3 passes that I didn't use.
Okay.
So we go to round 3, and we go phase 1, initiative.
Okay.
So we roll off, I add 3 because I had 3 passes.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Initiative is mine, there we go. I assign Audacity first. To my 4 models, I assign my 4 Audacity tokens. So really, you're just helping me be efficient here. I don't know where I put those other tokens. Right here? Yeah. There we go. All right, so I'm assigned. And you have no phase 1s, right? No phase 1 cards? They're playing phase 1?
I did not. I did not.
Any phase 2? So 'cause that's around this time, too.
I am all at phase 3 right now.
Okay. Same.
Okay. Cool. So what's your first action gonna be?
Are you assigned? Who do you give Audacity?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're gonna do Mr. Freeze because I
Makes sense.
am basic. I'm gonna do the Freeze Thug number 3. I'm gonna do Combat Polar Bear. Maybe he walks over and punches somebody again. And then he's in an advantageous point to shoot people. So I think I'll give it to, honestly, I think I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did last time. Because the other person that I could give it to, the other two, one is knocked out and one has no ammo left, so it doesn't feel super great.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Somehow I lived in Illinois for 25 years and never went to Adepticon. Now that I've moved away, I am going next year. Something is wrong with me. That is unfortunate. But hey, at least you're going now.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And at Adepticon in March, you can come play 2 days of Batman, run by yours truly.
Nice.
Together with my friend Ken Horton down there from the Battle Badgers.
Dude, this man is truly the BMG icon of the United States. This is amazing.
I live to serve. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because shit's going down now. There's a guy over there, or girl, that is knocked out, and I would like to go and arrest her, which is a thing that cops can do, which counts as making a knocked out model a casualty.
Okay.
Let's just do it, who cares? This guy is going to take his 8 inches of movement over here, back behind Batman.
Batman.
And he goes into base contact there. He will spend his special action to arrest, which is on his trait on GCPD Officer 1.
Okay.
So your model is removed as a casualty and just dead out of the game, locked away, put behind bars.
Okay.
And I will score get them off the streets for 3 points.
Oof. All right, to 9 points. I love the icicles on the gun.
Yeah, Adam did a great job. I still have my tactical action, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. That's it. He's done. You're on his keep.
Okay. I think I need to shoot Robin.
You don't need to.
I need to.
Okay, fair enough.
I need to shoot Robin so that Mike will, like, not bring it up every single day for the rest of my fucking life.
Okay.
So, ranged polar bear.
Lots of dice over there, I think.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dice.
So,
Oh, no, just 2 dice. Does a lot of damage, though.
right. 4 damage, I think.
Yeah, so it's 2 blood and 2 stun.
That's spicy. So what I'm going to do with Robin is I'm going to use his acrobat trait.
Hey.
Which means I can take a effort, so take away 1 die from you.
Stay still. Okay.
So you just roll 2 dice.
I think oh, right, because the first die that goes away is the strength die,
Yes.
which would normally wound a 2 up. This one, what is your defense?
It's 5.
Damn, son! All right, so this
But his
weapon
endurance is 4, so if you get both through, he's just toast.
Okay, so this is cold. It's devastating, mechanical, medium range, exposure.
Devastating means it rolls 2 strength dice.
Oh, so I get 1 at least.
Yep.
Okay. So 1, 2 up here.
I could keep efforting, but I don't think so. I think it's better to just not, because you deal so much stun damage that if I do take efforts to take dice away, if anything goes through, he's just gonna be knocked
He's
out
gonna get
too.
knocked out, right? Okay.
So I will count on you rolling like shit every other turn.
Let's find out. We got 1 5 and 1 strength die through. So that's
Strength die is 3+ because of mechanical.
that's in melee combat then.
Right.
Shoot. So if I got a 3, this leotard man would be dead.
Yes. You're
Okay.
disappointing your subs here.
No, I did it. I did the thing, Mike. Okay, I shot him. Okay. He takes 2 damage, 2 blood damage, and 2 stun damage.
Yeah, so he's over halfway dead now.
All right.
So he's not going to be that efficient for the rest of this turn.
Knock that little brat out. I'm trying. You done good, Scott. Thank you, Mike. I did the thing.
I did the thing.
Okay.
Okay, indeed.
Well, let's do... So you're done there?
Yes.
Okay. this fellow, Officer Martinez, he is going to take a shoot action against the big polar bear. There's two of those. The combat polar bear.
Why?
Because I don't like it. And he's rolling 2 dice for rate of fire 2 and a strength die.
Okay.
Strength die goes away because of armor.
Okay.
Your defense is 3. So
How common is armor?
What's that?
How common is armor?
Very common in your crew. Every model has it, but not super common.
Okay.
Other than that.
Okay.
So 3 or higher. Sweet. 2 2s.
Oh no.
I wanted just 1 because I have an objective that is deal damage with a gun and then turn that damage into stun damage, non-lethal ammo. So I needed just 1 3, but that didn't happen.
Ouch.
That's fine. We won't let it phase us.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna put I'm putting this failure on screen.
There it is.
Yeah, there he is. My boy Martinez. I love this model. So he'll take his move action, which is 8 inches, away from this bear. So there. And he will spend his manipulate action from being inspired by Batman, starting with 8 inches, to put out a suspect marker. As I do that, I play Snitch.
Okay.
So this gets put out here. If there's no enemy models within 4 inches of the Snitch marker at the end of the round, then I score.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Sweet. I drew a phase 2 card in phase 3.
Very nice. That's always helpful.
So what's the current score?
Current score should be 4-9, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. So this guy, this crazy man, can move 16 inches a turn if I expend 1 of my resource.
Did you see what Mike said?
What did Mike say?
I can't finish until Scott shoots Robin. There's layers there.
There is. He's talking about his dinner.
Oh.
Okay, I think what I will do, to not only try to kill that cop, but also to get within 4 inches of that snitch
Flip that.
icon, I'm just gonna run up and bear him.
All right.
But that also means, potentially that Batman might be mean to him.
No.
Because he is lower, I should say. So we'll walk up. He is one of my people who has, what am I trying to say right now? Does he have a grenade? No way.
He does not.
Okay, that'd be ridiculous. He has the Audacity token, so he can move and attack with his Cryo Claws. He has 4 attack, and he has 1 strength die. Or is it 2 strength die?
If I remember correctly, then he also has a special action.
Unstoppable and charge. He has 2.
Unstoppable!
Unstoppable means if you activate it, the next melee attack this round, I need 2 successful blocks to remove 1 die.
Okay, I like that.
I do too.
And
I like
charge?
Charge, so you have to choose one or the other. Charge means if you move through models, you potentially deal damage to them.
Ah, okay. So we'll try to do this. So, what guy that I roll had 2 strength die?
That was the ranged polar bear on its devastating gun.
Devastating. Okay, that's the word. All right. So you have no armor. I'm gonna roll all my dice. That's 4. The 4 dice are hitting on 3s, 4s,
Defense 3. Yep.
3s, and the strength die in melee is hitting on 2s.
Yep. Strength 2 plus there.
All right, here we go. That's a crit and 4 hits.
Oh. May not have the devastating roll, but it sure is a devastating roll. There we go. Your attack status is 4.
My attack stat is 4. Yes.
Oh fuck.
My
1, 2, or
defense.
3.
You're looking for numbers over my attack stat?
Equal to or higher than your attack.
I think you are Omega dead. Well, maybe not. Does this thing have the? I can't remember which rule is the.
That is exposure.
Do extra damage. It's exposure.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
Nope, it doesn't.
So it's
this is.
just 5 blood and 5 stun.
It is.
His willpower and endurance are both 5 because he's a very average person.
Okay, so he is kaput.
Yeah.
Does that cold spread to the suspect token right next to him, or is that only with the range stuff?
With the cryo weapon rule, does it have that?
It does not. It's cold and overwhelming.
So no.
Okay.
Okay, it's looking grim. I have faith though.
Have faith. So he is dead then, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just goes away. All right. Okay.
Why does Batman have so many stupid bad guys?
He has only good guys like Calendar Man, Cameraman.
Yeah, Mr. Camera to you.
Mr. Camera. Sorry. Condiment King, who shoots ketchup and mustard. From a good '60s villain.
Psycho Pirate, who looks like he's like crapping his pants.
He's scared.
Yeah, he is.
So
He's actually kind of cool.
let's see here. What did my? So I used my special, which was unstoppable.
Right.
Okay, cool. And I attacked, so I can't place a suspect token because that a tactical action is either attacking or manipulating.
Gentleman Ghost.
Right.
Excellent. All right.
Okay. Batman's gonna go.
Okay.
He's going to move up here. Take a move action, and then a special, a manipulate action. And he will spend. So that enemy suspect is frozen, so I have to spend an additional action to reveal it. Which I will do. I'll spend my special action as well, which is a loss because he has some good special actions there. So I moved, and I spend my manipulate and my special to reveal your frozen suspect.
Okay.
So that suspect is just coming off. Is there anything you have that triggers off of that?
Yes.
Okay, anything you'd like to do?
I mean, I assume this meant that I had to reveal an enemy. Oh, no. Yeah, no, nothing happens off of revealing a friendly frozen suspect. Only enemy suspects.
Okay, and then that was not from freezing that over there. So, yeah, I score a card called Comb Through Everything,
Okay.
which is reveal an enemy suspect. After revealing, when you score this objective, you may draw one additional objective card. Then you must discard one of them.
Okay.
So I draw 2. Let's discard. So discarding in this game goes under your deck. So discarding really is just a delayed mechanic. So it just goes under your deck. You can still get access to it later in this round.
Okay.
Not great draw, but that's okay. Okay. So that's Batman done. And he is in base contact with that thug right there.
What does walking out of base contact look like?
There's nothing, no penalty, no attack of opportunity or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, I think you should stay there.
I'm not going to.
Rude.
Let's see here. This is okay. Good to know. I think what I want to do is because you're just gonna use Robin and hit me right now, aren't you? Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Maybe.
You sneak. All right, I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna
You
walk.
could attack.
I'm
and then
out
move
of here,
if you'd
man.
like to.
You want me to attack Batman?
If you want to, use your attack action on that. I mean, it's
You
obviously
advising me
a tall
poorly
order.
Right now? Do it. I'm gonna activate that person
Okay.
because I'm smart.
SMRT.
I'm gonna use my manipulate action to interact with that. Man, what even is this thing? Oh man, when a model suffers the freeze effect or damage from a weapon with a cold trait.
Oh, we forgot to count that.
Yeah.
Right. That has certainly happened. At least is it 3 or 5 times?
It's 5 wound markers. So I place a wound marker.
Every time a model.
This is Kingdom of Ice for reference.
Yeah.
Whenever you take freeze effect or damage from a weapon. Does that also include the grenades that I've been throwing?
No.
Okay, just
But
the
you
weapons.
have certainly been causing. I mean, you've killed like 3 models with those types of weapons last round alone, plus 1 now.
Yeah, I think I did
Plus-
damage to Vigilante 2 times.
You did.
I don't know if I got this card out before that
I
happened.
think you did.
So then I think this would score if you're
Yep.
okay with that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that one scored.
Okay, so Kingdom of Ice scored. I haven't been paying attention. My apologies. That is 6 points for me then. I know, right? I'm a piece of shit.
6 total or 6 additional?
6 total.
So another 2.
Yep.
Okay.
That's phase 2 or it's phase 3.
Phase 3.
I will play another Kingdom of Ice at the
sure.
start of an activation. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it, but I'll have it out just so I can draw more right now. Frozen assets, nice. Okay. I'm going to play a card as a resource. I'm going to play Chill Out as a resource. Target one frozen suspect and one model within 4 inches of that suspect. I'm going to target Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
Models with cold acclimation gain 4 extra inches of movement. Now, do you know if the Nora thing allows me to move twice? Does that mean I get to move 12 inches 2 times?
The next time you move, you're at plus 4 inches. So if you...
Oh, so not both times.
So 12 and 8, basically.
Excellent. Okay. Wait, no. I'm messing with this person first, not Mr. Freeze. So we are actually not going to do that because I am trying to not get hit by that person. What did I do with the card though? Oh, I put it in my score stack because I'm a filthy cheater?
No, that one... Oh, right. Yeah, so it goes in your spent resources.
Yes, but I'm not going to do that yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to manipulate this token right here with this thug to move it 4 inches. I'm going to move it this away. Get off of the token, Batman. Jeez. Oh my god, this is so hard. Silence. Move it that way.
My mind is so blown right now.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm still looking at the models for this game. There are so many.
There are a lot.
The League of Assassins Demon's Airbox comes with what looks like a Lazarus pit.
It does.
A little micro Lazarus pit.
Yep, that's an objective.
Ah, so good.
Yeah, lots of opportunities to use fluorescent green and lots of OSL on those models.
So does Robin's ability allow Batman to move at all, or is it just swing?
Take an action. So that could be a move, it could be an attack. Could be a special action. I do have one special action I haven't used yet.
I think what I'll do is I will move over and whack this remaining policeman.
Oofda.
And we will wrap around here. Just to put some distance between me and Batman. This guy does have the Audacity token. He has a cryo sword. He also has a special called Cryo Charge and also Order.
Yeah. Order allows him to tell a friendly model to drop a suspect.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Cryo Charge allows you to get the crit freeze rule, meaning if you score a critical hit, you will also freeze the target.
Do you mind if I do that order?
Sure.
It has to be within line of sight, though. I don't think... I want to do it on this lady. I don't think that I would...
I think you were in line of sight before.
Okay. And actually, you know what? It wouldn't have even mattered because... Well, maybe I didn't have it. But if you're okay with me using that order, I will place...
As long as you don't place a suspect within 4 inches of another friendly suspect.
Okay, I definitely can't do that then. Yeah. That won't work. All right. Okay, cool. And then Cryo Charge, the next attack action performed has activation gains crit freeze. So if I do roll a crit with my strength die, then I freeze you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Otherwise, the thing is cold/devastating/sharp. Okay, cool.
Devastating is the one that gives you 2 strength dice.
All right, so I have 2 strength dice, I have 3 attack dice. You don't have any kind of armor to mitigate this.
I do not.
And what is your defense? 3.
So here is when I would choose to take up to 3 stun damage.
Oh, right,
Up to 3 efforts. But since you deal blood and stun on your sword, I don't think I'm going to... You know what? So I have willpower 5, endurance 4. So I don't mind being knocked out as much as I mind being killed, which is very easy. Mm-hmm. You just need 4 hits through. So I will take 2 stun damage.
Okay.
In order to take 2 dice away from you.
Okay. The strength one's first?
Last. So you do get to keep those on melee. You can then take up to 3 stun damage to take an extra up to 3 dice to that attack if you'd like. I'm still on 3 dice to block.
And you need higher than my attack value to
Yes.
block,
So
which
your attack is 3.
this guy is 3.
So I need 3 plus to block there.
Okay.
You hit me on 3s because my defense is 3. Pretty common stat for it.
I haven't done
regular
this
models.
yet, so let's just try it. I'll take 2 stun damage to add 2 dice to my roll. So Freeze Thug number 4 has 2 stun damage on him. I add 2 dice to my roll. Mm-hmm. All right. Looking for 3s on the yellow dice, and on the red dice, looking for 5s?
On your strength, yep.
Normally it's better. Why is it worse in this case?
Because you're just a regular, just a bog standard henchman. Most
Not
henchmen
a
have
polar
about
bear.
5. You're not Batman, you're not a polar bear.
Oh, look at me now, Dad. Look at me now. I'm on the internet. I'm rolling dice. All right, that's 4 hits.
Yeah, there's even a critical in there.
There is.
I have 2 successes.
2 successes. Nice. So
away,
does the success block the crit, or do you get to allocate that?
So I can't block your strength dice.
Ah,
So
right.
you always have a little bit of a chance to get some damage through.
Okay.
So my 2 successes there are going to block 2 of yours.
All right.
So it is 3 blood and 3 stun that go through.
And you get frozen as well.
I also get frozen, and I am knocked out. So coming back is not looking likely right now. That model, at least. What am I doing? Here. So I'm at 2 stun already, taking me to 5, and then to 3 blood. He is as close to dead as can be. All right, and he takes the freeze effect, which gives you a counter on your card over there.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
And I just do a dice, honestly.
Okay.
Just to count up the other one there.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Okay. So he is knocked out, frozen solid on the ground.
Not a great condition to be in.
No. He did activate though, so that's okay.
I wish there was a way to buy the individual models from the starter sets. They have a couple that are in blisters, but certainly not all of the characters, right?
Right. The starter sets are about $100, so it's not too bad. And you do get 2 full crews and over 100 tokens and a bunch of cards and stuff. So, yeah. The old starter set they released at the beginning of the edition called Back to Gotham in the yellow box, that is no longer available as a starter box because they put out the new one themed for the movie that came out with Robert Pattinson. But those models from that starter set are coming out now individually.
Okay.
So in smaller packs. But yeah, the brand new starter set with Robert Pattinson's Batman and Catwoman and Gordon versus the organized crime led by Falcone, those are all only in the starter set right now.
Yeah. Also, I will say that if you're looking for individuals of models that typically don't have individuals, check eBay.
Yes.
eBay very often will just repack stuff. Also, there's a question that you probably know the answer to from Mike Genie, Stefan. Do they restock occasionally? Is it very limited edition? How does that work?
Right. It is. As Adam is saying, it's a pretty small company, so print runs happen pretty regularly, but not. You may wait a little bit if the stuff you want is out of stock right now on the website. I will say though, I'm always happy to go check my local store, the Source Comic and Games. I don't know if they ship, but I'm always happy to help out if we have something down there. I love that store, and they carry pretty much the whole range. So I don't know if it's smart of me to say, but like if you need anything, just let me know and I can go down and ninja shop for you and help you ship. No problem. Okay. We have the whole range right now, I think.
Nice.
Pretty much, yeah. The source, as usual, has an insane selection.
We truly are lucky to have so many game stores that are just so fully stocked in our area.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And most importantly of all, the source has Dan.
Yes.
That's true.
Something kind.
Yes. And he has
Not
a
every day,
huge-
but most days.
He has a huge, absolutely huge collection of rocks.
He
It's
does
incredible.
in his pants.
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
rocks does he have right now, Scott?
Let's see how many rocks he has. Does he have 69?
144.
God
That is a
damn!
lot.
Dan, you got to get the rocks under control.
He's wearing
Wow.
mountain climbers right
Dan,
now.
Dan,
Oh, who is
you got
that
to take
in
your
the
rocks
chat?
out of your pocket so you can get your rocks off you.
Big Thumb Toe. Who made these tokens is in the chat. Wow.
Hey, what up, big thumb toe?
Fancy boy.
Your tokens rock. All right. That was your activation, or no? That was mine.
That was yours when you stabbed my guy.
I did
and
with-
froze him and knocked him out cold.
Yes.
I just have Robin left.
Do your worst, Robin.
Man, you weren't kidding when you said that the minis in the starter box were from the movie.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are
They're
straight up.
legit. I love that Batman model.
Yeah.
And he is probably, Robert Pattinson is probably the second best, if not the best Batman. I kind of forgot about him earlier, and I kind of stan Robert Pattinson Batman.
You can't stand him as Batman?
As both. He did a good job as Bruce Wayne and as Batman, and he would be my second choice for a Hall Pass, I would say. Right after Dan, of
Right after
course.
Dan, yeah.
Of course,
Right.
I am loyal to Dan. Okay, Robin is going to activate, and he will spend a special action to ask Batman to perform an action.
Hey, Batman, can you do something, dude?
Yeah, dude, do something, guy.
Why are you
Get in
so
the game.
lazy, Batman? Jeez.
Jeez.
What are we gonna do here? Okay. Oh, Batman revealed a suspect marker, so I get a counter on unveiling the truth, which I have just not been working towards. That is, I get 2 counters. I need to reveal enemy suspect markers and have more counters on unveiling the truth than there are enemy suspects in play. How many suspects do you have in play?
I have 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay, so and I have 2 right now, so I can't really reveal any more suspects with Batman right now. So Robin will ask him to throw his last Batarang right in the face of your person with the sword there. Batarang! So it's a rate of fire 2 and a strength die.
Okay.
Strength die always goes first on ranged attacks, and you have armor. Or a thick Canada Goose jacket there, which is basically armor. Hitting you on 3s.
Very thick.
That is 2 successes for 4 stun.
All right, 4 stun on thug number 4. We'll do it, 'cause I took the 2 stun for the attack. So
There we go.
He goes to 6, and he's
He caps
KO'd.
at his 5. I think it's 5 willpower, right?
He has 6, actually.
Okay, 6. Okay.
This one surprisingly does.
All right, so I don't get anything out of that other than obviously reducing the horde of enemies that I'm facing.
Yes.
So that was Robin's special action. He still has audacity, so what is he gonna do?
You know, one thing I'm realizing is I'm kind of withholding my scoring cards because you can't stop me from doing them and instead hitting you. But if I were to score them now, I would draw cards and then potentially score more
Yes.
later in the round. And I just realized this now. So that is a consideration you should make when you're playing this game.
Really is that action economy, trying to really play to your deck, but not ignoring the opposing crew either, because then they'll just be doing their deck. So
Right,
a
yeah.
little bit of killing, a little bit of objective scoring, trying to manage that is,
Yeah.
it is hard.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. I love there's a lot of pushing and pulling in the game, which is always a really good feeling. Having to mitigate bad things while doing what you want to do.
And I like that from a perspective, it looks like you're doing super well because you've killed 4 out of 7 of my models, which sets you up very well for the late game. But I am a little bit ahead on victory points now, so it's just, it never feels good to lose a bunch of your important models, but it is nice that the game doesn't revolve around just, oh shoot, I lost Vigilante and Peacemaker. Well, good game, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
No. Still, just more resource management that comes into play here.
Yeah, I like that as well.
I will say, we have a term in our playgroup which is called pulling a Stefan, which is losing your leader like top of round 2, which hasn't happened. This is round 3, so I'm doing better, Adam.
Is
I'm
it
really
round
trying
3?
here.
Yeah.
Now?
Is it round 3?
Yeah, we're
Start of round 3?
Yeah, no, we're in round 3.
Yeah.
We're in round 3.
Yeah.
So when are we doing that giveaway again?
Oh shit, yeah, fuck.
Is this round 2?
We're doing it right now!
That's right. There
Did
you
find
go.
it?
Yeah,
Is this round?
right here.
I don't
Oh.
remember. Are we in round 2 or 3? I don't have my counter out.
We're in round 3.
Okay, sweet.
All right. Let's just do it at the end of
Batman
this round,
threw,
'cause
and
we're
then
almost
he
done.
punched,
All right.
and then he moved. Yes. round
Okay,
3.
so, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk with the cryo lady, who also has an audacity token, and I'm gonna essentially place a suspect token. How close do I need to be? Within 4 inches of this, but now within 4 inches of that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna place one.
Okay.
And then I have a objective card that says "Stay cool." A friendly model places a friendly suspect within 4 inches of an enemy frozen suspect. That's called "Stay cool" again. So I'll score that for 2 points. That's
Perfect.
A nice instantaneous
Stay
one.
cool for 8 points then total.
Yes.
Thank you, Frontier. You are a friend?
Frontier. Yes.
Bad joke. Ignore me.
Okay.
So yeah, all right,
Ignoring
catching up. Catching up there, okay.
And then, do you have any other dudes that can activate at the
I do
moment?
not.
Okay. I will go with Mr. Freeze. I will burn the Chill Out card as a resource to gain 4 inches of movement because I am nearby a frozen suspect.
That you are.
So I'll use that as a resource. I'm down to 2. I'll then use another resource because I think I'm going to use it right now to move.
So you can use 1 resource per activation. 1 objective and 1 resource. Sorry, I should have
you're okay.
repeated that again.
You're good.
So you'll probably want to just use the double move one, I assume, for an extra 8 inches. I should have caught on to what you were saying.
You're fine, you're fine. Oh my god, that guy is not on that base securely. Holy cow.
Oh, he is magnetized.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Thank you, Adam.
That was terrifying. I'm not gonna use. I think what I can do is I can get into such a position that I can have someone manipulate that token to get to me next turn, and then I can double run to that one next turn. So I'll withhold the resource to double move.
So this is the 16 inches.
Oh yeah, I can get
So.
there. So I'm gonna end up like right there with 12 inches movement because I used that 1 token. Oh, shoot. No, I need to reveal this. Yeah, okay. So, dang it, I can't shoot now. I love shooting. So what I'll do, I'll actually use Chill Out I'll use his manipulate action to reveal this frozen suspect. So that gets rid of it, right?
Right.
An enemy frozen suspect. So I'm now gonna score Chill Out. I'm not gonna use it to move faster.
Do get one of these cards back, so let's just do this one.
Okay. So I'm now at 10 points, scoring Chill Out, reveal an enemy frozen suspect. Do I count as being inspired by myself?
How much do you
no.
score off a Chill Out?
2 points, so I should be at 10. I have 5 2-point objectives.
So only henchmen can be inspired.
Okay.
And Mr. Freeze is the leader, the boss.
Okay.
So he provides the inspire.
So now the question is, so first of all, I should draw 2 cards because that might change. Oh, look at that, another Chill Out.
B-Map is throwing shade at you. What's the average game time, one where Scott isn't playing? Wow. Well, we're having fun here.
Learning game, bro. It's my first game, dude. I'm going to play during a friendly mouse activation. I'm going to play this card right now. This is called Important Research. Play during a friendly mouse activation. At the end of the next enemy activation, which there isn't one,
There's one next round.
if the opponent has at least 1 Ice Age card in play, remove 1 Ice Age card in play and score this card. So I have 2 in play right
That
now.
one stays out till next round. So they can carry it over through rounds. Okay.
Yes. And so now, what I'll do, so I've used my manipulate action with Mr. Freeze so far. I haven't used my move yet and haven't used my special action. So what I'll do is I'll find my tape measure, and then how far does 16 inches get me?
Pretty far.
Pretty far. So it's like 10 inches to that sewer. So we're gonna use a resource. So we're down to 2 to move twice. That was 10, and then we'll go 6 inches more this way. This might be a dumb idea. I don't know if this is smart. And then
Yeah, smash the Batmobile.
This one and that one over there, right?
no, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I might as well try.
Well, next round you will.
Okay. I will, with my special, now use Ice Flash.
Okay. You're within 10 of Robin, it looks like.
Yes, to shoot Robin.
So Ice Flash is the one that attempts to freeze him in play.
Yes.
Or in place. 3 dice equal to or under his endurance, which is only 4. I can do this. I believe in me.
You did it!
There we go.
1 and 2.
4 or less.
He is not
I'm still
frozen.
-1 defense until the end of the round, just in case you can attack it again.
The grenade is 8 inches of range?
Fully within 8 inches.
Okay.
So you can freeze this one if you'd like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will do that.
Might as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna crowd grenade that thing because of the scientist rule. I can use 2 specials in my turn and freeze that. And does that mean oh no,
Only if that is within 4 inches of one of my models.
Yeah, so only Ice Age a card. When
It does help you if you have the card that have 6 models within 4 frozen suspects.
Right. Okay.
So it definitely helps on that.
Yeah.
Let's just measure the 4 inches there to be sure. No.
Okay. You can only have 1 card active
Of each.
type.
Yes, exactly. Each name there.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's it for turn 3, right?
Yep, I'm all done.
All right, I have 1 more to do. I'll just place this guy, and just to make it a little bit more challenging regarding your objective with suspects, I'll just place a. Oh no, I can't because I need to be outside of 4 inches. Mm-hmm. So I will. I don't know, like run up 8 inches, arbitrarily.
Sure.
Be like away from a suspect token. Okay, cool. That's the end of round 3. Or it isn't. We have the fourth. We have the 4th phase, scoring points and whatnot.
We can skip that one.
Do you have any points?
No.
I don't know either. So
Okay.
let's do that giveaway now.
All right. Boom. Giveaway has started. !moist in the chat to enter for Beltman, which is to say Heavy Metal Batman, a limited edition miniature for night models.
So we counted, and I shit you not, this model has 21 belts on him, which is just like the biggest no-no for me in terms of like design. But I mean, it's a meme. I mean, yeah. It also looks sick, but it's ludicrous. To be able to enter into the chat, you need to be a follower. You can type !moist, by the way, lowercase m, all you want. If you're not a follower, you will not get entered into the giveaway. So be a follower first. Cool. So that's phase 4 of round 3.
Yes.
Now we go into the
That's
next.
a lot of numbers.
Yes.
So anyone who suffered damage but is not knocked out takes 1 stun damage off.
Okay. So
Anyone who is knocked out gets to try to recover.
all right. Would you want to go first?
Sure. Officer 1 over there. 2d6, 4 or less, because 4 is the endurance value of GCPD Officer 1. That's a 9. That is not 4 or less. So he stays on the ground, and he's still frozen as well. So in round 4, which is the last round, he just doesn't play a part.
Hey, Miller Kill, thanks for the Prime sub.
We appreciate it, Miller Kill. Yeah, if you guys like these streams and you want to support it, we appreciate your Prime subs, your normal subs, any kind of support. People buying merch, and we see notifications on the stream. We appreciate
Sub sandwiches? I like sub sandwiches.
We like those too.
We do.
I wanted to send us like a meatball sandwich from like Jimmy John's, like right down the road. Like
Devani's.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Devani's. All right, so I got a guy who's stunned. He has a willpower of 6. Sorry, an endurance of 6.
Yep.
So I need 6 or less. It's not 6 or less.
Oof.
He is stunned. Okay, cool. So now initiative, right?
Yep. You can discard a card from your hand if you'd like. At the end of round 4, if there's something you don't think you want to be trying to go for right now.
I think I will discard this one because it
My
has so much
snitch-
stuff on it. I don't
My
wanna
snitch
read
is
it.
also going to go away because it didn't score. You had a model right next to it. And then all of your spent resources you put back in your deck and shuffle it up. And then in round 4, we have to calculate passes, which I forgot all about last round.
I didn't. I killed one person, so you got 1, and I knocked out another. Does that count as a pass if I knock out
So
someone?
at the start of the round, we count, how many models you have active and how many models I have active. I have 2 because my third model is knocked out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models.
Oh, so this keeps applying to
Yes.
future rounds.
So for this round, I have 3 passes. You have 5 models. We have 6 models, right? No, I arrested 1 and 1's knocked out. So you have 5. I have 2. So I have 3 passes. So I get to try to delay my actions a little bit by up to 3 turns this, or I should say activations this turn.
Okay.
However, that's not necessarily advantageous. It sounds really good, which I guess it would be, but since there's 2 polar bears bearing down on me, pun intended, and Mr. Freeze also lining up a shot on either Robin or Batman, I probably don't want to use my passes right now. So,
Scott Glip13 asks, what's your shirt?
My shirt is for a band called Vector. It's a blackened thrash metal band.
Victor Vector.
Vektor. Big fan of the most recent album, Terminal Redo. The front man is not a savory character in real life, but the music is good. Just so you know.
all right, so we roll for initiative.
And you're not going to use your passes to boost this roll.
No, I didn't count how many I had last time, so I'll just roll a 1.
So if I got a 1, I got a 5.
You get to choose who goes first.
Do I care about you going first? Yeah, I feel like I can maul the shit out of Robin.
If I go first, I'm gonna send that Nora marker way back.
How? How do you do that?
Because I just manipulate it. Any model can manipulate it.
Oh, I think you're gonna do that no matter what I do.
Unless you go first and manipulate it towards freeze.
But does that mean that you can't then manipulate it back away?
I can, but if you manipulate it enough that it touches him.
Touches who?
Mr. Freeze. So you're trying to get this marker and this marker to touch Mr. Freeze, either by manipulating to him,
Yeah.
or making him move out and touch them.
Oh, so you're saying that well, okay. I don't understand exactly how I'm going to be able to prevent you from moving this thing away from me.
So you're within. So the combat polar bear, for example,
Yes.
is within 8 inches of Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
So it gets a free manipulate action.
Yep.
If you give it audacity, it can take movement, tactical, and special on top of that. So you can go touch this, spend your free manipulate action to put it on the other side of you, and then spend your regular action on manipulating it again.
I can manipulate it twice?
Because you're inspired. But you then won't be able to attack. But
It's worth for the 3 VPs.
yeah, I mean, it looks like you're going to get at least close to Mr. Freeze, if not all the way there. So that's something to consider. Or you can also do what your followers are saying and just rip Robin in 2, 3, 4 pieces.
No, that's definitely the play. I appreciate you mentioning that because I definitely wouldn't have thought of it otherwise. So I will. He's inspired, so I will walk over, touch this token, and I can move it 4 inches, right?
Yep. So, but you would move it in because you can only manipulate it in base contact.
Okay. And you know his base is 4 inches wide?
It's 60 millimeters. So putting it there, put it here, then manipulate it again. The second action puts it another 4 inches. So it is not quite to Mr. Freeze, but it's basically there. Meaning once Mr. Freeze gets to go, he can just scoot up and take that, and then go down here, score 3 points like that.
Okay.
That's an option.
Also, I used a manipulate action. I used the other one because I was inspired. I moved as well, and I have a special remaining, which is unstoppable and charge. I can't use either of those at the moment, right?
No.
So then I'm done.
Okay. In your activation, I'll play a resource just to get it out of my hand for 2 points. I'm going to play one of my favorite cards, Wait for Backup, which if I played it as a resource, it's cool. I would have to pick a cop and a board edge and have that model hit the board edge before the counter hits 0.
Okay.
I think that's a very neat card. I like that sort of mechanic, but I'm playing it as a resource.
Okay.
Which allows me to take a model that's been killed, that has the cop trait and no name, so it's just a basic thug, and redeploy it.
Nice.
It doesn't get to activate this round, so it actually doesn't play any effect in this game.
So cool, though.
It's a cool idea, and I am just gonna drop her right here.
Yeah, I actually kind of really appreciate, like, there's a couple of arena brawlers that I've played recently, Super Fantasy Brawl and Judgment from Creature Caster, that have a respawn mechanic, and it's just a really easy way to balance games like skirmish games where you have under 10 characters, and them dying early on really fucks up the whole balance of the game.
Yeah, it definitely can.
Like with wave spawning, it's like it makes sense. It's good for balance. Get you close to the spawn area, you're gonna get pushed back. There's a lot of good things with it. So I like respawn mechanics.
She won't get to activate though, but it's just basically just to play this card that I can't score.
Okay.
Okay. And so going over to me.
Indeed.
In my first action, let's. I think I'm going to have Batman spend his special and his manipulator, his tactical action, to reveal the suspect within 3 inches because he is a detective. And then he has his movement action left. So I reveal this. And that scores me 2 points for following the clues. Reveal. I can't read it upside down. Reveal an enemy suspect marker at least 10 inches away from the board edge with a model with a detective trait.
I'm going to interrupt for a second here. We got about 30 seconds left in the giveaway.
Yes.
Exclamation mark moist in the chat to enter.
Yes. Death Metal Batman. You can find the link right there from MCXL. If you want to win that model, got to be a follower. Type exclamation mark moist in the chat. Nice. Okay, so the question is do I go for the scores now or do I go for the shooting now? You haven't activated poor Robin, and I feel the need to just blow you up. Also, I believe this scores now.
Which one is that?
So you did your activation. At the end of a next enemy activation, if the opponent has at least one Ice Age card in play, remove one Ice Age card and then score this. So I'll score 3 points, going to 13.
Spicy. I forgot about that one.
Yes. Would you have done something differently if you remembered that?
No, I don't think I was in range to do anything about that.
Okay. And there's only one Ice Age card.
So that I get this one back.
Yep.
Goes on top here, and one of those cards is just removed from play.
Oh, okay.
So you only have a potential 3 Ice Age cards.
So I'll just set
goes
one
away.
aside, and I have 2 remaining. Do I have 4 normally?
You have 4 normally. Yep. I just didn't put that one back.
You're just cheating.
Might
right
be.
now. I mean.
All right. Who won?
Miniatorium.
Hey, we saw that name in the chat. That's cool.
Yeah, they've been chilling.
Nice. So, Miniatorium, I want you to DM me, Miniac.
Yeah,
on
I'm
Twitch.
gonna post and tag him. Give me a second here.
Yes, and you can give him the full instructions. So during my next activation, I'm going to play another important research card, the same exact card I just scored. I don't have any currently frozen enemies. I don't have any Ice Age cards at the moment, so it's not going to do anything. Nothing threatening yet.
Right.
But maybe I can.
You get to draw back up.
God, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't place my Audacity tokens.
Oh, that's all good. You can just do it now.
Okay.
I didn't either because I had 2 models.
That guy is KO'd. Can polar bears put down suspect tokens?
Yeah.
That seems weird.
They're well trained. Because they don't have the stupid trait, which is what prevents you from doing that.
Okay. I don't think the polar bear up top needs it. I feel like this is a little bit of cheating because I did already see you like play and shit.
I think it probably makes sense what he would have done, you know? I don't think it changes much there. Oh, and also I didn't move with Batman, if you don't mind.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that is a microphone that I'm just throwing around here. Sorry about
That's okay.
that. Because Batman, of course, should have moved. Yeah, let's just take his move action. It's 12 inches of movement. Oh, shit. Just throwing terrain all over here.
Wait, did you score another 2 points?
I scored a 3-pointer.
Someone says the game's currently a draw, which would mean 13-13.
Do you have 13 points, Stefan? Or did you
Yep,
use
13.
13-13?
Mr. Lucky is paying attention.
Yes, thank God. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I should draw another card. Because I just played one. Ooh, what does this one say? Dang, okay. I see. Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Miniatorium saying Death Metal Batman's going to Denmark. Are you from Denmark, Mini?
Unless he's having a drop shipped.
Breath. Oh. Bonsoir.
Oh, here we go.
We speaking fucking different languages right now? How could you?
Yeah, it is. He is watching it at 5 a.m. right now in Denmark.
It's not like it makes any difference. It's dark all the time there anyway.
That's fair. It is right now. That's because he lives out in the sticks in Vejle. There's just cows and fields there.
Okay. I'm starting to see that I need to worry about. There's a lot of things I need to worry about. Oh, hey,
Taxes.
there's a
bills.
frozen suspect.
There's one, yeah.
Son of a bitch. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with Freeze Thug number 1, who is next to Batman, because I don't want you to hit me. I know you're gonna hit me.
Come on.
You're just fucking.
Batman, I don't want you to hit me anymore.
I can't take it. He has an audacity token. He's gonna walk over to this frozen suspect, and he is going to use his manipulate action to reveal it.
Okay.
And oh my god, I'm doing it too.
You don't have to put it back up. I think it's all right.
Oh, I need it to be back up. Okay, and then I have
Ruins my immersion.
I know, right? I have an objective card called Chill Out. Reveal an enemy frozen suspect
Okay.
for 2.
That is it. So it goes away. I will play for my resource for my
Scored
last.
2, Scott?
Well, let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Scored 2, Scott?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
What happens is when the opponent reveals one of your suspect markers, you may place one suspect marker for free in contact with a friendly model.
Nice.
The model, the chosen model cannot be the closest one to the enemy that revealed it. So that would be Robin. So Batman's just gonna place one here.
Okay, let's see if he misplayed chat. I still have a special. Wait, is throwing a grenade a special?
It is.
Oh, buddy. I'm gonna freeze that thing. If you're cool with that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
toss
fine,
my
'cause,
cryo grenade.
Order of operations. Okay.
Wait, so yeah, is that how it works?
Yeah. So you can play resources between actions.
Okay.
So you move, then you reveal, then I play this as the response to your action, and then so that's out. So now you can freeze that if you'd like.
So I get to Ice Age a card, right?
Is that suspect within 4 of one of your models?
No, it's in for one of your models.
Sorry, yes, for one of 4 of my models. Yep,
Yeah.
and I could just see it.
It's right next to Batman.
So yes, one of I am not doing well with this microphone. One of these.
All right, and that was my activation doing Thug number 1.
Okay. So with the cards I have, I can't actually. Well, shall we? Okay, I think I have one thing I can do.
Okay.
Just one. We're going to do Robin, who is going to YOLO. Or he's going to yeet himself away from your boys.
No, I need to shoot him.
I know you do. So 6 inches goes to here, and then another 6 inches.
Oh.
Ish. There we go.
Rude.
And he will place a suspect marker, which is also a snitch.
So if I don't end within 4 inches of that snitch model.
The suspect there. Then I'll score 3 points.
Okay.
That's the one thing I can do. Batman already went. Robin is gone. All right, so
So I just play out the turn?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. This polar bear, I can reveal it.
And in fact, I'm also out of resource points, so there's not even anything I can do as a response
Okay.
to your.
So polar bears can reveal suspects, right? Mm-hmm. All right, sick. I definitely have enough movement. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna reveal that frozen enemy suspect. Play another chill out for 2 points. There's 3 of those cards. I got all 3 of them.
Oh, I got another 2 counters on this card from Batman revealing that suspect.
Nice.
How many? I still have too many suspects out.
So I'll reveal this one, so that goes away. I'll score another 2 points for chill out. And then with my last activation, I believe because this guy's knocked out, I'm gonna use a resource to ping that one, walk over there
Take
and
a
ping
move
that
action.
one,
Boop. There.
and then
Take your move
score
action.
searching for Nora for 3.
Nora.
And then I believe, actually, before I did that suspect token and revealed it, you ended a turn with a frozen one.
I did.
So then I also score important research. So if you didn't catch that, I should be at
Math. Ugh.
21.
Stefan, what are you at?
3, 6, 9, 13 right now.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I just want to make sure.
Cool.
A 3-card score.
How many suspects do you have out at this time?
I have 1, 2, 3 out.
So I do score 2 more points for unveiling the truth, which is the one I played in round 1 and only just now score.
Okay.
Every time Batman reveals an enemy suspect, or a suspect in general, I place 2 markers on the card, and I have done that twice now, so I'm at 4. That is more than your number of suspects.
Okay.
So I score 2 points.
Nice.
Not so good because there's 3 copies of it, and it took me 4 rounds to score
Ouch.
at once, so not the
Yeah,
best.
That doesn't feel good.
So 15 points right now. And then,
That was phase 3. Now we do phase 4.
do you have any phase 4 cards?
I don't. And I have one called The Freeze is Coming. Oh, at the end of each friendly monster. Yeah, I should have played that. It doesn't matter. No, I don't.
All right. Oh, is that the one where you place a suspect and then it counts down?
Yeah, you, when placing a friendly suspect, roll 1d3 plus 1, place a
Okay.
numeric counter, and then each time I activate a player, that counter goes down by 1. I just have
Right.
to activate.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I placed a suspect, though, so I don't think it actually ended
don't
up.
think you did
Yeah,
this
that
round,
didn't
no.
end up mattering.
The last, in phase 4, I had nothing in my hand to score. All of that was phase 3, or I just didn't set up for it. I do score Snitch.
Yes. So he goes to 18.
18, yep.
Bringing it 18 to 21.
That's a draw.
That's a
Good game.
draw?
It's a draw. Draw is within 4 points.
Okay, gotcha. Because, yeah, the points, I think it was Adam who was saying he scores like 40 points a game or something like that.
In
or-
tournaments, he gets up to 40 points, yeah, because then you look at your deck, how many points do you score if you score your whole deck?
Right.
And then, I mean, that takes some mental work, and he's really good at planning out his activations, which I'm not really that good at.
Yeah.
So he definitely can score up to those 40-ish points, definitely.
Dang, okay.
I think the highest I've scored was 46 one game against our local friend Finian, who works at the Source.
Oh, yeah, I know Finn.
I got 46 with my Bane crew versus his, I think it was like 40. It was crazy high.
That is crazy high. Well, cool. This
Yeah.
is Batman Miniatures game.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed playing it. I think the assessment that you have of the game, that it is maybe a little bit more complicated MCP.
I would say complex.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that a little bit as well. I mean, I said the same thing when I played MCP, but no part of this game felt bad, you know?
Right.
So, my opinion at the moment is that it's pretty enjoyable. There wasn't anything that was like, oh, I would change this, I would change that. Nothing felt too clunky.
All right, so I got a question. Sorry, our prediction didn't have a draw option. Do we just delete it and pretend it never happened?
I suppose we do.
Okay. What a shame. What a shame.
Oh, for sure. Hope Stefan can come back one day. Absolutely. Stefan plays Kill Team. He plays A Song of Ice and Fire, apparently. He plays Batman Miniature Game, obviously.
Yep.
What else?
What else? I think it's mostly the 3 of those right now. Lord of the Rings. Middle Earth
Middle Earth
strategy
battle
battle
strategy.
game.
MEBSG or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
MESPG.
MESPG.
That is definitely on the rise again. It seems like everyone's
Yeah.
playing that.
Yeah.
Happy
I
to
got some
play
of
that
those
as well.
models.
Got a bunch of painted stuff. It would motivate me to paint even more. Got a full table for that as well.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Scott, we got to stop playing new games on stream.
No, this is the beauty of the stream.
No, this is the problem with the stream.
Stefan, do you have like an Instagram account that you want to shout out that people can go follow, check you out?
Sure. My painting Instagram is wif.art, so WIF.ART.
Can we get that linked in the chat, Mr. Evan?
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Mostly
Yeah.
work
I go
in
on
progress,
Instagram once or
finish
twice
so
a
many
month.
models, but I try.
It's mini painting, right?
Yeah.
So go follow Stefan. Check out his
Fine.
Batman miniature game stuff.
love you too,
and probably
Evan.
other things too. You paint all kinds of stuff.
I do. I do play a lot. I do also play Blood Rage. If you ever play that on stream, I will say it again because I love that game so much.
I do
Blood
too.
Rage.
I think it's great.
Blood Rage is great. Yeah.
I agree. I like it a lot too. Cool. Well, do you have any thoughts about this game, or what do you want to share?
I thought it went well. I mean, obviously, I think something that's a strength of this game too is I did lose models early on just through
Just lucky rolls.
lucky rolls and also just kind of misjudging how much damage are you going to do if you move this and that way, and I just didn't really plan properly.
Yeah.
But I lost one model, I think three models around 2
Yes.
out of 7, but didn't feel like I went way behind just because of that. I still tried to keep my head cool and played the objectives.
You did great.
So I just love that it's not like you lose a couple models and then you're just, it doesn't matter anymore, right? So
Yeah.
if you play the game, you keep your eyes on the ball, you'll do great.
Yeah, and like I said, when I played with Bega, when I played MCP, the only reason why I am succeeding at all is because of like your guiding comments. Like if we were playing a tournament game or, even just a game at, a local Batman miniatures game night, you wouldn't be telling me all these things to do, and you would just crush me. So
I mean, I do really enjoy teaching this game because I've had so much fun over it with this game over the last 10 years and met most of my friends here after moving to the U.S.
Yeah.
through Batman. Met Adam right after moving and realized, oh, he's in Stillwater, Minnesota. Like, okay, that's going to be where I'm going to be living close by. So
nice.
basically, we started hanging out, and then the rest is history. Now we're basically married.
Basically.
Yeah.
Is this true, Adam?
Manadork says, red starter box ordered.
Nice. I really like that starter. I did. So I will say I took that whole Batman side of the starter set to our Summer Renegade in July, and I did end up winning. And I did end up winning and placing higher than Adam.
Oh.
Just saying. Just saying, Adam.
Get wrecked. The best part about doing a live stream is that you can talk and they can only type and stuff, but you can just say as much as you want. And it's like
That's right. And see,
I can't
right
hear
now,
you.
Right now he's got a voice because he's in chat, but I can just do this and sorry.
I just not look at the chat.
What a shame.
It absolutely counts, Adam, even though I got it by. A win is a win, you're just salty. Of all the flavors, you chose salty. No, it was a good time.
Awesome.
We regularly get 12 to 16 players at our tournaments at the bigger Renegade events. We try to do a Renegade in the spring, and then this year we did one in the summer, and then the Fall Renegade, November 18th to 20th.
Okay, where can they go to find out about that? What website?
RenegadeWargaming.com.
Okay, and this is a Minnesota event. Tons of tournaments for different games, Batman miniature game included. Go check it out. It'll be an awesome day. Or days. It's 3 days.
3
right?
days, yep.
3 days.
3 intense days of almost any game you'd like. Kings of War, I think, is going to be there as well.
Oh, shit. Okay, nice.
It's a big spread.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, thank you to Stefan for hanging out with me, teaching me
Thanks
this
for
game,
having me.
bringing 2 painted crews, painted terrain, a board, all
Thanks,
the
Adam.
tokens and everything. Super amazing. I really appreciate it. If you guys like Stefan, you want to check him out, check out his Instagram at whiff.art.
That's me.
Whiff.art. Check out Renegade Open if you want to be involved in a Minnesotan local tournament of all kinds of different games. Come by next Thursday for us playing Age of Sigmar. Next Tuesday for us painting some miniatures. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. We'll catch you on the next stream. See ya.